signing a measure barring transgender girls from playing on public school teams that were intended for student athletes who were born as girls. Critics call the new law hateful. It's Wednesday, June 2nd, birthday of Abby Wambach, the retired soccer player, is 41 today. Former NBA player Quentin Richardson will be here this morning. Just after 8 o'clock Eastern, Lakers now with their backs to the wall. The Nets may be on cruise control. He'll discuss it with KJZ. They're next. I'm Jay Reynolds. Back tomorrow with SportsCenter All Night. It's ESPN Radio.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin starts next at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN News.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven. It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half, that feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you could pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Hi, it's John Kincade, host of The John Kincade Show and two-time cancer survivor. I want to thank all of you who've already donated to our official charity partner at aacr.org/fanatic. And to our generous corporate partners, we thank you for stepping up and giving back.
Replacing your windows, doors, siding, or more? Window Nation is a perfect fit for your home and wallet. Call 866-90NATION or windownation.com.
Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors will do whatever it takes to keep you comfortable this season. Visit nopaybryant.com for flexible spending options on a new heating and cooling system.
For all your accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax preparation needs, visit daviscpagroup.com.
Donations to the American Association for Cancer Research from individuals like you and our corporate partners add up to big breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients and families worldwide. Join me. Make a donation to life-saving cancer research today at aacr.org/fanatic.
Sheila, we need to set up Johnson's quarterly review.
Janowski Investments keeps portfolios profitable, but a double client base calls for double the advisors.
Hello. Hi, Janet. I'm so sorry. Pulling up your portfolio right now. Give me a sec.
Indeed can help them hire the people they need.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Recently, Total Wireless helped Garrett Dvorak throw a virtual baby shower for his wife, Ellie.
Just to see everyone's expressions, I don't have words for it.
Because when you move to Total Wireless, you can get amazing devices on 5G. And with unlimited plans starting at $25 a month per line for 4 lines, you could save up to $80 per month.
Total Wireless, you guys pulled through.
Total Wireless, do amazing. 5G capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. Savings claim made when compared to 4-line postpaid plans of the leading carrier for 2021. See terms and conditions at TotalWireless.com.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free. Just text Babbel to 64,000 and start learning a new language today. That's BABBEL to 64,000.
You guys ready? Fox, tonight, the wait is over. Master Chef returns, and this season, home cooks will have to impress legendary celebrity chefs.
Emerald Lagasse, Paula Morimoto
to win the title.
This is MasterChef Legend.
Then, it's the new hit competition where bakers have to gather clues about a missing dessert.
Buttermilk.
Coconut. Then bake a 5-star version of it.
This is delicious.
But did you make the right dessert?
We're in big trouble.
Joel McHale hosts Crime Scene Kitchen. Fox tonight.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
And it begins. Game day on The John Kincade Show. Here on 97.5 The Fanatic, Game 5 for the Sixers tonight, taking on the Washington Wizards in front of a home crowd that will be raucous, loud, packed for the first time. Everybody in the building. And a city that sits what seemingly, to me, doesn't believe sounds like pins and needles at all. Game 5, to me, conversely, feels completely different. It feels like a must-win, even if it isn't. Milwaukee got done in 4 against a far superior opponent. The Nets cleaned up their business last night in 5 against a far superior opponent. Game 5 tonight, to me, feels like you got to win. You got to get this thing over with. And with Joel Embiid doubtful, I don't see anybody even anxious about it. What we don't know about his health, to me, is as scary as what we do know. He's always getting hurt. And now it's going to be hold your breath every single time he goes down, as long as his playoff run continues. Hell, as long as his career in this city continues. I don't know. I'm anxious. Nobody else is. I'm usually instinctually wrong. So I'm going to take that as my instincts that maybe I'm wrong. On this one, I certainly hope I am. Bradford Whitewater Heaters brings you the 6 a.m. hour of the John Kincade Show. Bradford White is here for the pro. Here is Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, the coach, Eric Camille. You've got Mike directing on Twitch and YouTube, and you got Connor answering your phones at 610-632-0975. So, Bob, everyone's nonchalantly telling me there's nothing to worry about tonight. Everything's fine. They're okay. I don't feel the same way as everybody else. Many times I'm wrong, so I'm going to hope that I'm wrong on this one.
I won't say it nonchalantly, John. I won't. I'll say it seriously. Don't worry. It's okay. They can't lose to this Wizards team tonight. There's 20,000 people in the arena. Joel Embiid or no Joel Embiid. Jamie has me kind of leaning towards he might play tonight. One of these, oh, here he comes, Willis Reed out of the tunnel.
Wait, did you... No one will compare Joel Embiid to Willis Reed. Or to T.O.
Yeah, look, if Doc Rivers has a couple of days to prepare for a team that has to go against a Washington Wizards team without Joel Embiid, I'm confident. I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah, it sucks he's not there and you're missing the best player on your team and things change drastically. But I still think that the Sixers are a better team even without Joel Embiid.
Does it feel like a must-win to you, Jamie?
No, but yes.
Wait a minute. No, but yes. I mean, to me, this feels like a complete must-win. Milwaukee's done.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a far better team, and they steamrolled them.
It's not a must-win, but
does it feel like one?
Kinda. Like full house. Not in that I'd be nervous about the series, and just that you're the better team. You're at home with a full capacity crowd where you have the best record in the NBA. You should be able to handle this team without Joel Embiid.
Oh no, they should.
Yeah, so no, it's not. But it kind of adds.
I watched how crappy they played the other night without Joel Embiid, and it's got me anxious. I just, Pat, are you going to be as emphatic as Bob, or are you going to be more on the fence? Jamie's sitting on the fence right now. There might be fence damage if this fence is, because Jamie's sitting on it.
Yeah, I'll let Elaine Bennett speak for myself.
Billy Mumphrey was a cockeyed optimist.
They roll tonight. Even if I think Embiid plays, even if he doesn't play, they still roll.
So you think this is one of those we're formulating drama about this team right now?
No.
That they're keeping him out, and then they'll. Around an hour before game time, John Clark gets word that he's playing.
That he's upgraded to game time decision, and then he gets introduced. Yeah, no, I think that's very likely. Even if that doesn't happen, though, they're mentally prepared for him not to play this time around. So they shouldn't be as frazzled. Their home record is insane the last 2 years. Even with Brett Brown, it was unbelievable. So, no, this is...
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, I agree.
Bob is so nonchalant about this.
No, I'm emphatic about it.
No, but I mean, that it just is. There's nothing to worry about. I don't know why. I don't know why this is making me anxious, but it is.
Yeah, and look, the thought of losing has crossed my mind, and if it does, and it goes 3-2, to me, it's an annoyance more than it's a panic mode. They're going to win one of these next 3 games. I think it's going to be tonight. I have little doubt in my mind. I had little doubt in my mind they were going to lose Game 4, but circumstances being what they are. Look, if they could go out there tonight and, God forbid, Ben Simmons turns an ankle or Tobias Harris gets anything can happen, obviously. But if they don't have Joel Embiid and they have their other guys, everything's normal, and Doc Rivers has time to prepare, yeah, I'm confident that they win tonight. I think Westbrook and Beal are playing really poorly right now, and it's not going to get better.
Doc's record in closeout games is terrible. He does not have a good record in closeout games. Does that in any way...
No.
Okay.
Like, I know it's a...
His Sixers career, he's 0 for 1.
Yeah. He,
in closeout games.
He's got the most blown 3-1 series leads in NBA history for a head coach, and all that stuff is true and shouldn't be forgotten about, but I don't think it has any indication on this team, this situation. I think it's just, it is what it is. I don't put that all on Doc.
Okay. I'm taking, by the way, Pat, I'm retracting something I said yesterday. I believe that the Sixers medical team, yesterday I was theorizing that the Sixers medical team took Joel Embiid out of the game in Game 4. I'm going to retract that. Just some reconnaissance I did yesterday. I'm going to retract that, and my belief now is Joel Embiid took himself out of Game 4. Does that change your idea about whether he plays in Game 5?
No. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case, because I think they've done a decent job of trying to sell him on the long-term goal of this thing and facing an 8 seed.
No, they're a
10 seed.
They're a 10.
You almost won that game anyway. You probably would have won that game had Ben Simmons not been in foul trouble and Dwight Howard.
Meddling kids?
Yeah, exactly.
If that's the case, that makes me believe more he'll play.
If you heard that Joel Embiid was the one that took himself out of the game.
I'm more apt to believe he plays tonight than if the medical staff took him out.
Why?
Just because I think Bob said it before. He needs to learn how to play hurt, not injured.
So tonight he's going to learn it? He's going to automatically, like a light bulb goes off?
I think somebody that's had the history of injuries that he does anytime there's a tweak or a strain or a pull, whatever it is, I think he thinks worst case scenario. So if that mentally is like concerning him while he's playing, he's going, I better get this checked out and play it safe. Whereas a typical NBA player that doesn't have that injury history is just going to push through and play the game.
He cried on the court when he got hurt in Washington. I mean, out loud crying. You could hear him crying. So, and I'm not saying that as a down thing. What I'm saying is Jamie has a great point. His in-game mentality when there's an injury is far different than a lot of other people's. Far different than, all right, let me get up and walk this off. That's not usually the case with him. It's, let me get up and get to the locker room and get this checked out. Right or wrong, that's the way he is. The key will be tonight, does he go, do they say, we'll see after pregame warmups. If they say that, I'm confident he's going to play.
Then he'll play.
Yeah, I really do. I think he'll go out there and, all right, I'm ready to go.
So what you are telling people, Bob, is do not place your wagers yet on your sportsbook app of choice.
No.
Wait.
No, the Sixers, and on FanDuel Sportsbook, Sixers are 6-point favorites right now.
Yes,
Get it and go.
So get it now, Pat, or do you?
I need to win the money that I lost in Game 4 back. So we're hammering that
So you're hammering it, and you're getting in early then.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the way it works, Pat. You don't chase.
No, we're chasing. We're chasing hard.
You take good bets.
Pat likes to chase. He's enjoying the chase.
Should have followed me on
My
the
bank
Suns
account doesn't, but
I just, I got to tell you, I'm concerned if he took himself out of the game in Game 4. That concerns me. Because the idea of, you mentioned, it's funny, because I've got it in my notes here, Willis Reed. This won't be a Willis Reed moment.
People out there don't even know the Willis Reed
exactly
reference.
the idea that you play hurt, that you play through something.
Yeah, like hurt and injured are two different things.
No, but that's not been
hurt is normal wear and tear of the NBA.
This team doesn't play hurt.
Injured is you gotta take some time off.
Well, it appears he's not. I think it's the opposite.
Injured, you can't play hurt.
You can play injured, you can't play hurt.
You can play with an injury.
You can play with an injury,
hurt.
you can't play hurt.
I feel like hurt is my lower back
I've always
hurts.
gotten this wrong.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I think you can play hurt, not
No.
play injured.
You can play injured, you can't play hurt.
I think you guys are wrong on this one. I'm going to stick to my guns.
I've always thought is you could play injured, you can't play hurt.
I've had so many coaches say it so many times that I don't even remember.
So you can play injured, but you can't play hurt.
It's the injured list.
What I would say though
Not the
is
hurt
it
list.
scares me.
I'm hurt by
It scares me if he takes himself out of the game in game 4.
I
That
understand
scares me
it.
about the mentality of playing through things.
I think he
Battling
needs to get
through.
better in that regard.
I don't think that's going to happen in a playoff
Probably
series
not.
when if he already took himself out of one game. I don't know what happened, but I love his game so much. I want to see him on these big stages.
Yeah, right?
And I want to see him also play through stuff.
Yeah.
When he's not at his best.
Look, I hear it. We're not trying to be Tommy Tough guys by saying you got to play through injury and all that stuff. And what's more important, the long-term goal or to play tonight? And I'm sure people will go back and forth today. We'll probably get calls today, or people on social media will go at it saying, why play him tonight? Let him get rest up for the next series. That's understandable. Why play him tonight? Because I kind of, for his future, need him. There's no medical thing that says he can't play. Is there soreness there? No doubt. But it's like every other sport. You play with soreness. You play with that stuff. I would like Joel Embiid to learn how to play through things a little bit better.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's the only missing part of his game.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the only missing component. But it's the component, Pat, that keeps him from playing. That keeps him from even doing all the other great things that he does if he's missing that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's what happens when you put him in a bubble for 2 years. And I hadn't even thought about what Jamie laid out with this. He assumes that it's the worst case scenario. But you have to remember he dropped in the draft because of his broken foot at the time or his back and one of the injuries, and then misses his first year, misses his second year. Then in his third year, he missed a lot of time. I mean, it's
he
a
missed
recurring
11
situation
games this year because the science told the Sixers.
So when you look at anytime he goes down, our hearts are in our
that's me,
our chest, right? Our throat.
They usually are in our chest.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a doctor. Neither are you. You said that. I'm now doing it. But our hearts are in our throat because we just assume that he's going to be injured. We never. I don't think about what he's dealing with mentally with that.
Oh, I understand why he does it.
I think it's been created.
He's had a lot of injuries. Like your first 3 years in the league, more or less, he was hurt year after year after year. I think that's mentally draining. I mean, he's talked about it, going through the stuff that happened with his brother and not knowing if he's ever going to physically be back to form to play again. He said it took a toll on him. And so I think anytime something hurts, he goes, oh, damn, is this it again? Let me go get it checked.
But I think telling him you need 11 or 12 nights off in this year when you're totally healthy, ready to play, because we think you might get hurt if you play, creates a mentality in your head where you're afraid to play. You're afraid of everything. They've made you afraid. They have not given you the idea of you're tough, you're strong, you can handle this, you're young, you're a beast. Instead, they've told him, you can't play tonight because, the more we play you, the more chance you're going to get hurt. I think they create the dialogue in his head.
Yeah, it can be a mental thing. I mean, think about years ago before all this load management came about. It was just, all right, we have an 82-game season. I got to get myself ready to play 82 games. And if you didn't play 82 games, there was good set reason. It wasn't because somebody decided, well, not tonight. It is a mentality. You're right. It's just like muscle memory. It's just like everything else in sports. What you get your body programmed to do, whether it's going off your right foot to shoot a left-handed layup or whether it's programming yourself to play 82 games, that's what you remember. And if you're taught, well, you're going to sit 15 games this year, subconsciously you're looking for that.
And the Sixers science does not match the science of every other franchise.
No.
The Sixers science is one that says, there is no science to that, by the way. There's no science that says you need to do this. It is an approach. They've taken an approach, and it doesn't match the approach that a lot of other organizations take. They don't see it the same way.
But to counter that, they're the 1 seed, and it didn't matter. You know? All that matters is being healthy for the playoffs when you're at that stage.
But you're not.
But that happened in the playoffs. It wasn't something like you didn't want him getting hurt leading up to the playoffs.
I mean, this is a discussion
we're
for
gonna
later
get into it later.
in this show.
Don't throw it away now. Don't throw that away now. We're going to get into that later. The Phillies and the Reds last night. And congratulations on 1,000 career strikeouts for Aaron Nola. Just the 9th pitcher in Phillies history. I was going through my head, and I was trying to think of the 1,000 strikeout pitchers in Phillies history. In my head, because I didn't know.
9?
Steve Carlton, Cole Hamels.
Seems low, right?
Cole Hamels, Steve Carlton, Kurt Schilling.
Mm-hmm.
Uday Brito.
I'm trying to think of the
Robin Roberts.
Robin Roberts. Grover Cleveland was one. Robin Roberts.
Oh my gosh! Well, that's why.
Well, they don't have rich
right
pitching DNA in their franchise.
Especially now when everybody strikes out.
Yeah.
9's
low for 15 years?
Longer than that.
135 years?
83.
Oh my God! 9?
1883.
So you're averaging one every 16 years? Holy hell!
1,000 strikeouts is just really being 5 years of starting.
And an era now where everybody strikes out in baseball now.
That ineptitude is almost impressive.
I think Chris Short was another.
See these names, Chris Short?
I think
seriously, anybody that pitched when we were alive, pretty much?
Tell me Terry Mulholland's on.
Chris Schilling. I don't think Terry was.
Terry Mulholland, I'm not sure.
He might be, though.
He could be.
I don't know if he was here long.
No, I don't think he was here.
Let's just go through all the pitchers in the history of the franchise.
Larry Christensen might be.
Yeah, that might be one.
Larry Christensen could be one of them.
Yeah.
Jeez,
that's
Jim
depressing.
Lonborg. I mean,
This is depressing.
We're going back to grade school.
Kyle Kendrick just missed.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if Lomborg was.
I don't know. Hey, but the Phillies win 17-3.
It's so sad.
Aaron Nola went 5 innings last night, and
He put an ace performance.
It's got 5 innings. No, ERA at 3.84. Yes,
He's baiting you, John. He's baiting you.
Yeah, the ERA at 3.84.
Pat jump.
So it's a very, very great there. Good to see it.
What, do you guys have something going on with Aaron Nola?
Yeah,
we're unaware of?
You know what I hate? You know what I hate is you two jagaloons egg this on. Like, you love this.
Oh, it's just like you guys making him sing. I mean, that drives me nuts.
I don't make him sing. You do.
No, I don't. That's Jamie.
Wait a minute. You're acting like there's no free will here. I'm not.
John's like, I'm right here.
I'm not Joel Embiid. I'm not being told that I have to sing at that point. But the Phillies score 17 runs, which is the most shocking thing of all.
Yeah, they had 13 run at the 13-run mark. They had 13 runs in their previous 6 games, but they got it all back last night.
They got it back last night.
One of the dumbest things my sports brains does is last night, I'm like, when McCutchen hit his second or Odubel hit his second, I went, guys, let's stop and save these for tomorrow. Let's save the runs.
Oh, yeah. My mom was big on that. My mom would always say,
what are you doing? Calm down.
Every time the Phillies were hitting, she goes, I wish that they didn't waste all these runs.
It makes no sense, but it enters my brain all the time.
But now last year, Pat would have been pounding that the Phillies bullpen would have imploded. But at least this year,
I was able to go to bed.
Yeah, this time you can go to bed.
It was a nice change.
You're not as worried about that. Phillies 3 games under 500 to close out the series with the Reds today. And it'll be the sprinter himself, Jim Fix, on the mound, Spencer Howard, who now hopefully can run. God forbid he ever gets a double.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
then he has to take himself out of the game.
Reese with his 100th double last night.
Did they stop the game and get the ball and do a commemorative thing?
We celebrate some weird things anymore. 100th double? I was like, really?
It's his 200th double. Let's
okay.
Here's a video tribute. It's the stupidest crap ever.
Yeah.
It is just, well, you don't want any fun. Yeah, it's fun. Celebrate. It's your 200th double. Yeah. It's unbelievable. So there you go. So the Phillies will try to.
I have the list, by the way.
What
So
is-
do
okay,
I.
give it to me.
Oh my God!
I
This
just got
This
it.
is going to be depressing.
It's not.
Okay, tell me.
No, it's pretty
It's
depressing.
135 years, Pat.
Pat, how many modern era guys?
1, 2, 3.
So did we get the, did we get the
Four,
three?
Nah.
Did we
Five?
get the three?
I would say 4.
Okay.
We got Cole Hamels, Aaron Nola, Steve Carlton.
Brett Myers.
I said
Brett Myers
Missed
is
by
not
14.
one.
He missed by 14.
I said the idea of could it be Larry Christensen?
No.
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 Think Father's Day.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh gosh.
Jim.
Senator.
Oh yes.
Come on.
Bunning.
Gosh, why am I
Do you
drawing a
even know
blank?
Bunny.
sports, John?
Well, and on the year, yes. Father's
Bunny.
Day. Okay, there's one. Yeah, but I mean modern era. That's not modern era.
No, I didn't say mine. I'm just going through the
Well,
list.
how many
here.
are in the modern era? Bob, just give us the modern
I
era.
said, well, you got Hamels,
who we
Schilling.
missing? Right, Hamels, Schilling,
Nola.
Carlton, Nola. We
So
got
it goes
those
Carlton, Robin Roberts, Cole Hamels, Chris Short, Kurt Schilling, Pete Alexander, Jim Bunning, Kurt Simmons, and Aaron Nola.
So there's a modern era. There's
There's like
oh my
3.
God.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
Jeez.
Egan, what the hell's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
That is terrible.
I blame you.
What did I do?
I blame you for the Phillies only having 9 pitchers with 1,000 or more strikeouts.
That's so sad.
I can't believe Gavin
That's
Floyd
terrible.
didn't make it. I don't know what to tell
That
you.
is terrible.
9 in 135 years.
Now wait a minute though.
Or roughly.
It's
Isn't
138 years.
138 years. 9.
That's terrible.
Oh,
God, that's awful.
Do you know who their all-time leader is in strikeouts per 9 innings? How about that Vinny Velasquez?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
He's their
horrible.
all-time leader.
oh my God.
Strikeouts per 9 innings.
Take his name out of your mouth, Pat.
Wow. Way to go, Pat. I
just
blame you
learned
again.
that Grover Cleveland Alexander's name is Pete.
And he was the president, too,
I had no
believe.
idea. You learn stuff on
I
this
think
show,
he became
guys.
president of the United States, too.
One of them.
Might have been one of those Alexanders. So, do you believe the report? If it's true, I'm offended. Maybe I shouldn't be. Pat says don't believe the report. We'll find out what's true. In fact, we can even ask a little bit later on today. We can have a chance during the 8 o'clock hour to ask Adam Schefter about it. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. My friends at the American Association for Cancer Research do a fantastic job of helping you understand the challenges of fighting cancer. As a cancer survivor, one of 17 million walking the face of the earth right now, I can assure you that cancer research saves lives. Donations to the American Association for Cancer Research make a difference every single day. You know, you may not have been touched by cancer yet in your immediate life. You may know friends, you may know family, but in your immediate life, look, this is something that touches everyone at some point. Every single person's family will experience this. Every single person's family can make a difference. Through our auction right now, our mentorship and experience auction, we're trying to raise some funds for the American Association for Cancer Research. So it's really easy to do. You can get involved right through our website, or it's very easy to just check it on out. The American Association for Cancer Research. Go to aacr.com/fanatic, and you can make a donation today. And you can make a difference in the lives of almost 17 million people like me. Be like us. Be a survivor, or help the survivors with the American Association for Cancer Research.
The John Kincade Show. Wow, getting drunk in the morning on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
It's that time of year, and as a landscaper, that can only mean one thing. It's my time to hustle. And with Metro by T-Mobile, me and my brothers now have the extra tools we need to get this gig growing. Metro gave us 4 lines of unlimited high-speed data for just $25 each. Plus, they threw in 4 free Galaxy phones just for switching. Now we can keep in touch no matter where we're mowing. And keep the social feed updated, so the whole town knows who's taking charge of these yards.
You work hard. That's why Metro makes switching easy. Right now, there's 0 fees to switch. Enjoy Metro's lowest price on unlimited. Just $25 a line for 4 lines. Plus, get 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones. All on the T-Mobile network.
I'm Robin, and that's how I rule my day with Metro.
Users greater than 35 gigabytes per month may notice reduced speeds, and Metro customers may notice reduced speeds versus T-Mobile. Video streams at 480p plus device sales tax with eligible port in and no T-Mobile service in past 180 days. One phone per line. Keep 4 line for promo rate. Additional terms. Limited time offer. Details at metrobytmobile.com.
O'Reilly. Get more miles on the road with O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system means better gas mileage for your car. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner for $8. Plus, earn double O Rewards points. For a clean, lubricated, more fuel-efficient system, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I need tech that can make me as productive in my home office as I am at my office.
It's possible with Staples Connect.
How about tech that lets me work hands-free and wireless?
Also possible. Staples Connect has the innovative tech you need to work and learn from home. And now, Apple AirPods are just $129, and AirPods Pro are only $199. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or at staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N65, limit 2, in-store only.
It's the perfect season for a powerful business upgrade with Dell Technologies Summer Sale Event. Save up to 45% on secure PCs built for business with Windows 10 Pro. You'll also find great savings on Dell servers, monitors, docks, and other accessories to help boost productivity. Plus, enjoy free shipping on everything. Do more with modern devices and Windows 10 Pro. Call 877-ASK-DELL for a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the right tech. That's 877-ASK-DELL for business specials during Dell's Summer Sale Event.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook, enjoy $2 Miller Lights, and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 975thefanatic.com for details. Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Hey, man, what's wrong?
Well, it just didn't sound very bluesy.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Oh, hey, Buzz.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
Smile on my face.
Nope, that's still happy.
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
O'Reilly.
This is Sarah's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
Driving cross-country with 2 young children is ambitious, to say the least. Then our check engine light came on. We pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and they tested it. Turned out it was a faulty sensor. They referred us to a great mechanic just down the street, and we were back on the road in no time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, what are we up to these days?
Not much.
Swimming?
Wonky shoulder. And afraid of jellyfish now.
Tell me we still golf.
Not even mini golf.
Well, what do we do?
We are pretty darn good at sitting.
Don't be the old you. Be the old you. With the Rothman approach to orthopedics, you can be what you were. Book your same-day appointment at rothmanortho.com.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now. But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Happy Hour and Bob Cooney on a Wednesday night. Check out Beers with Bob tonight starting at 6.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Bob Cooney and Andrew Salchunas go around the world of sports, bringing you updates and breaking news, plus all the betting lines you need. Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob tonight at 6 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Ready to join the winning team? 7-Eleven and Speedway are hosting a national hiring day on Thursday, June 3rd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at participating 7-Eleven and Speedway store locations. Various positions are available, so stop by and apply on June 3rd.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, if you ever wondered, I do talk straight through the brakes.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Oh, this is how you get Bob Cooney bouncing around at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Check out the best live in-game betting, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Use promo code FANATIC. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That 6 points is a tasty item, especially if you expect that there's a chance that we see Joel Embiid tonight, which then I will just say we've got more contrived drama around the Sixers than real drama. If he plays tonight, after all this, if they go to the last minute and then say, oh, look, he might play. Oh, let's bring him out. Then I'm just like, okay, there is more contrived drama here than in Port Charles, this organization. They love it. They love the drama.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday...
Is that gamesmanship?
They weren't obligated to talk to media yesterday, so
Correct.
They didn't, give an update. Woj came out with the sources say that he's doubtful. So the team is kind of just, hey, Woj
and it's
says
right.
he's
They
doubtful.
don't have to say that.
Right.
Sure.
So we'll see. Like I said, if they say it's a game-time decision, if they say specifically we have to see how he feels after he works out before the game, I think he's going to be a go.
I would like to see him play tonight.
So would I.
I think he's going to come out like Triple H with the fake cast on the wheelchair and then take off the blanket. And
it's unbelievable. All right, let's. Hey, Spanky's here. Spanky, what's going on? You're on the Fanatic. Good morning.
Man, they shouldn't need him tonight. Like, I understand we want to see him play, but they shouldn't need him tonight, man. If they can't beat this team at home in front of a full-capacity crowd, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs, man.
Well, that's a little outlandish.
No, but I'm just saying, man. Like, listen, I would have loved for them to have pulled that game out. At halftime, somebody should have said, listen, man, we got to win this game for this dude, give him some rest, and let Atlanta and New York beat each other up, and he would have been able to come back in time and be at least full strength. There's no way that we should be hoping and praying that this guy should be able to come back tonight and to beat this team.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Spanky, you're acting like he's injured. By the way, Jamie, correct, injured. So you're acting like he's injured, though.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
why act like he's injured when it appears that he's not?
Right. So but even if he's just hurt, right? You already know how sensitive he is. I would rather let this dude just rest up to beat this team. Like we hoping and praying that he can come back to beat the Wizards. Like, come on, man.
Spanky, you sound like a tougher guy than this out in Cobb's Creek.
No,
you sound tougher than this. Let's let him have some rest. How much rest does he need? He rested the whole year.
What I'm saying is that just seeing that everybody feel like they on edge for us to beat we need him to beat the Wizards. We shouldn't.
See,
really
I don't think anybody's on edge about this but me.
I think you're
all of you
you're
guys
in the
are like, I'm clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly with this.
They should. A full house, you're back home, Embiid or no Embiid, you're just still the better team. You should win this game tonight with or without him. I'm really starting where my anxiousness comes from. How much freaking rest can you get?
I mean, seriously, how could this guy not be rested?
12 hours and then you get up and say, well, go back and get some more sleep.
You can oversleep.
There's nothing wrong with that, Bob.
You can oversleep.
Jamie likes sleeping.
So overrated.
When I took the nap out of my routine, I've gotten much better.
I only like sleeping because I don't get a lot of it. So I really enjoy what I get.
You also have a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Which is different.
I cherish every hour I get.
The 17-year-old, you don't sleep for other reasons. But a 2-year-old, it's completely
She had a sleep protest the other night. It wasn't fun.
Really?
Yeah. But I had her last night.
Okay,
Mom
it
was
was
out
fine.
getting her hair done, and all's back to normal. All is well.
Hey, our friends at NJ Diet, they contractually guarantee you lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. So, do you have 6 weeks for them? So get slimmer for summer. Call 855-5NJ-DIET or visit njdiet.com. So, reports yesterday surface, and we'll ask Adam Schefter if it's a real report or if it's just rumors. And I promise you, if Schefter does not know, if he does not know anything about this report, then I'm saying it's just someone throwing it out there, that Nick Foles did not want to return to Philadelphia.
Well, come on, man.
In a deal. We'll ask Adam about it later. It's Adam. This is dumb. Because if the report...
Can we just kill the stories?
No, but if the report's true, I'm a bit offended.
And who's the report from?
And it shouldn't matter. I believe it is from
the...
One.
From, I think it's the Connor Thomas of Chicago.
That is terrible.
Wow, taking a shot at your coworker
Why are you
and some
taking
guy.
a shot at Connor?
Jeez.
I guess my point is, this report comes out from a guy that none of us have ever heard of.
Okay.
And we all just go, oh, yeah, no,
okay.
it's gotta be true.
Okay, so it is a guy with access in Chicago.
Allegedly.
I don't know about that. No, I mean, it appears...
Nothing about his Twitter profile lets me know that he has access to Chicago. He's one of these guys on Twitter that claims he's an insider. He claims he's an NFL insider. He wrote for Bleacher Report Buffalo and one newspaper, and all of a sudden he's
So you don't believe Bleacher Report is a legitimate news outlet?
No, it's just... I have trouble buying a story.
Bleacher Report is not some fan blog.
I have trouble believing. By the way, it was previously Bleacher Report Buffalo. He's a free agent doing his own Patreon or whatever.
So he may go to Syracuse.
I have trouble believing a story from a guy I have never heard of in my life on just, oh yeah, no, I buy it.
Okay. And that being skeptical, I think, is smart on one of these.
I mean, have any of you ever heard of Tyler Dune?
I don't think Bleacher Report is something to mock.
No, I'm not mocking it. My point is,
I have heard of Tyler Dune.
Okay.
I have.
Is that the guy?
All right, football guy, Jamie Lynch.
But is that the guy?
No, I've heard of Tyler Dune too.
Oh yeah.
All right.
No,
Well,
I think he's got a little credibility. To
I don't know sports then. All right,
Boom.
No,
Roasted.
Bleacher Report. But the idea being is that if Nick Foles didn't want to come back, if he didn't want to come back to Philly, if that was the truth, that pisses me off a little bit.
I mean, why?
Why wouldn't he?
Because it's
thought he loved it here. Thought he loved being a Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm just
so it doesn't bother you.
The Nick Foles and Eagles storyline. Just
okay.
I wish it would die.
And I hate that we've come to that.
It's not Nick's fault.
Yeah.
It's just
we all love what he did, and my God, he'll be revered here forever.
How's everyone doing?
But anymore, when his name comes up, it's a roll of the eyes like, oh my God, not again.
How many times can we?
If you're revered, though, you wouldn't roll your eyes that are revered.
But a third time, like really?
I don't roll my eyes. I roll my eyes when it's talked about him coming back here, or him playing for the Eagles, or him being the answer, or anything.
Well, no one's saying he's the answer.
He's Joe Flacco.
No, he's better than Joe Flacco.
Well, no, that role, like the veteran backup guy.
He's I just if it was true that he rejected coming back, that would offend me.
I would find it hard to believe.
Bobby?
I don't know if Nick Foles is in a situation where he can refuse anything. Like, he's trying to hold on to his career.
Well, he can refuse a trade, and then they have to cut him.
Yeah.
And pay him. He gets his money to go away, and then he can do whatever he wants to do. So
yeah, I have no feelings on it whatsoever, to be honest.
I got it, though. Hey, Staples is evolving to Staples Connect. You probably heard that. A new world of possible, innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore what's new at your local Staples store.
It's
or
funny.
visit staplesconnect.com.
When you brought it up, though, I really, I'm thinking about it. And I spent time thinking about it last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I really can't, I don't want to sound standoffish or like blowing it off, but I really did come to the conclusion that I have no feelings on it. and I mean it when I say I hate it that when his name comes up anymore, it's kind of an eye roll because we're so sick of hearing about Nick Foles, and it almost belittles what he did, and I don't like that. It's just this is going on.
Let's go.
It's going on for so long.
Yeah.
We have our mentorship and experience auction going on, benefiting the American Association for Cancer Research. You can go visit at 97.5thefanatic.com and check out all the experiences. Some are becoming available and active very soon, including this morning. Legendary Philadelphia 76ers stadium announcer Matt Cord is going to come to your high school or youth basketball game and announce your team introductions.
That is awesome.
That is really fun. It'll be scheduled on a mutually agreed-upon date, and that will come live this morning at 9 a.m. The Top Golf experience with Tyrone Johnson went up yesterday. That's going to expire on Friday morning. You and a guest spending an afternoon talking sports and swinging the clubs in style with Ty Johnson at Top Golf in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. It's such a great experience. By the way, there's food and drink involved with that one, too. Plus, you can hang out with Coach. For the ultimate day at the Philadelphia Union, you and a guest receive 2 sweet tickets, parking, food, beverages, plus watch the team train, check out the game, and meet Coach Jim Curtin. That sounds like a good deal. Coach, you feeling good about that one, too?
Yeah, I'll even let you meet my soccer superstar son, Cameron.
Wow, you get a picture with Cam.
How about that?
That's not bad at all.
That's a hell of a package.
So check that out. Check that out. Go to our American Association for Cancer Research auction page. You can go to 97.5thefanatic.com and check that out. Remember, Jamie and Tyrone tonight.
Yeah, down at Rivers Casino.
Wow.
Can't wait.
Game 5, right?
You know, only come out if you enjoy beautiful 56-foot LED television screens.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, it's an awesome sports book. It's gorgeous. It's got the private leather chairs. You can kick back. We'll be doing some trivia for prizes at the end of the quarters. It's a great time, so come on out.
Come on down. Let's get down to business. In the linchpin, well, love between these two guys, it doesn't make Jamie uncomfortable at all.
This is the linchpin.
Jamie likes it. 2 men love each other like this. He's fine with it.
You got to love on each other.
There's anything wrong with that.
And this linchpin is brought to you by PropSwap, America's marketplace to buy and sell sports wagers. Yeah, Doc is. I understand what he's doing. Bob mentioned it yesterday. You know, reinforcing positivity. It's kind of how you train a dog. You know, let's go with the positives, and here's a treat. So I get that, and all that matters in that locker room and the players feeling that the coach has their back and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So what we're doing here is just what's slightly annoying me. He's walking a really fine line of offending a fan base by having his players back too much. Now, his quotes the other night, like at first I went, oh, okay, that's just Doc being Doc. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, all right, man, like we all know what we're seeing out here. He says, only in Philadelphia. If you guys don't know the treasure you have by now, then shame on everyone because he's been fantastic for us. He creates points every single night for us. When Ben was on the floor, we were really good. I'm amazed that people don't see what he does. We're so caught up in the amount of points he scored. Does it matter if Ben had all 125? Will we be mad if Joel Embiid didn't score? Who cares who scores as long as we're scoring? When Ben plays, we score more points.
Yesterday where Pat said both statements can be true.
Exactly what I was going to say.
But one is more true.
Yes.
That's it. Yes.
But we understand what we have. The majority of people understand what a phenomenal talent he is, but there's a glaring weakness. And it's a weakness that could, look, if Scott Brooks Hackeben gets implored through, or applied, through the rest of the playoffs, it could be something that costs you big time. And we see that, and we acknowledge that while recognizing what he does well. So don't offend the fans for their concerns.
Well, is this sort of like, this reminds me, Bob, of the lecture we received from JT Realmuto. You don't know baseball if you don't think Aaron Nola's an ace. You don't know baseball. I don't know what these people are watching.
Pat?
No, I mean, he's wrong. Sorry about that,
You're an idiot and you don't know baseball.
Sorry about it, JT. You're wrong. You're completely wrong. And it reminds me of that. Why are you turning on the fans?
I don't know.
Why do that,
It's not
Bob?
intentional, but it's weird, right?
Yes, it is. I think he realizes, Bob, he's got a lot of sensitive souls in that in his locker room. He's got a lot of sensitive egos that he needs to constantly massage.
Yeah, I struggle with this one because Doc Rivers has been around a long, long time. He knows the media. He knows the questions. He's very good at dealing with media. He's open. He's honest. In all of my dealings with him, that's always come to the forefront with me. So I think he's honestly frustrated that this subject to him is approached so much. I don't agree with him. It's something, it's got to be addressed because, I'm sorry, your point guard was 0 for 10 from the foul line at one point.
Talking about his guard not being able to make his foul shots too.
Yeah,
that's a really odd scenario in and of itself.
Yeah, talking about his inability to put the ball in the basket or wanting to put the ball in the basket is a subject. Now, to Doc's side, the most points that Ben Simmons has generated in a game in this series was the game that he scored 6 points. That's just a fact. He generated 43 points that day. He can score 22. He had like 8 assists. He didn't generate 43 points. So, Doc's saying you don't know what you're talking about. I understand that too because I have the same arguments with friends about Ben Simmons' game. Like, dude, you say he sucks. You don't know what you're watching. So I understand his frustration. I think there's a tinge of honesty that he doesn't know why it's being blown up so much. And there's also a tinge of what you said, John, protecting maybe a mentality that's a little on the weak side of taking criticism.
And it's a tinge
fragility.
Of possibly going too far.
I think Bob nailed it. I think there's a vocal minority in this city that is never going to be satisfied with his play. And if he goes out and he scores 30, then it's the next day it's why can't he do this every night? And there's some members in the media who want clickbait and want hot takes, and they feed this fire that Ben Simmons it's never good enough, and Doc gets frustrated at that. But I think he realizes though you can't miss 0 for 10 from a foul line as a point guard. Like, you do need to fix that. But I think he gets frustrated because he sees the basketball player we have, and then he hops in his car and reads a paper or turns on the radio or whatever, and it's negative.
You know what frustrates me, Doc? I'll tell you. What frustrates me is no scientific basis for you just deciding to go, or the medical staff deciding to say, you get night off this week, night off next week, night off the next week. There's no science to it. It's just an approach that they're choosing to do. That annoys me too. But guess what? It's the reality we're dealing with. Doc Rivers has got to understand.
But that's the thing. He has to understand when one of your max players goes 0 for 10 from the line.
Acknowledge it.
You're going to get questions about it. You don't have to say we don't understand what we're like.
Why are we being criticized for this?
It's a very fine line he's walking.
I don't understand how he doesn't get why he's being why this is a critical thing.
This is unique to NBA history.
A point guard that doesn't make foul shots is odd.
This isn't normal.
That's odd.
Think about it. He's a point guard that has shot, I think, like 6% of his shots this year outside of 10 feet.
Wow.
I mean, seriously. How many point guards do you know that just come down and fire up a ill-advised jump shot in a game?
Rick Mahorn had a better mid-range game than Ben Simmons.
And I wonder how many of those shots, too, were last-second three-pointers that he just heats
You never
up.
know.
Yeah, it's just like, Doc,
Come on, Doc, chill out a little bit.
Yeah, don't insult the fans.
Now, Bob, you're interested in the youth, not the Utes. The youth movement, around the Sixers.
So we talked yesterday about Tyrese Maxey and how well he's playing in his rookie year, and he's taken over for Shake Milton, who's also a young player too. So now tonight, say you don't have Joel Embiid, they're not going to start Dwight Howard because he's set in his role of coming off the bench and playing 15 to 18 minutes.
Don't you say it.
I don't want to say this name.
Don't you say it.
So the guy...
Don't speak it. It's like Beetlejuice. Don't say it. Don't say his name.
Don't do it, Bob.
So the guy that would most likely be put into that starting lineup, I'll just say
B-Ball Paul.
He has 2 first names.
Yes, he does.
I don't want to see the guy who has 2 first names in the lineup tonight. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see him in the metro area.
I don't want to see it.
I mean, I'm not talking about the game tonight.
And this might sound like a hot take, and it's really not. It's something different. It's something that could match what Washington is trying to do with Gafford.
Paul.
Exactly. I would start him tonight.
B-Ball Paul.
Gosh.
I'm not kidding you. I would start Paul Reed tonight.
I would too.
And just say, hey, look, dude, don't worry about anything. Go out there and be you.
Okay.
Let the stars be the stars. I want you to go out and show hustle. I want you to rebound. I want you to get loose balls. I want you to play the Gafford game and match up with him and just match his energy.
All right, let's see what Kenny has to say. Kenny, welcome into the Fanatic. Good morning. Oh, I thought it was.
They're still on the phone there.
Oh, okay.
I agree with you. Give the kid a shot.
Wait,
Mike Scott, we know what he is. He's almost a negative out there on the court right now.
He does nothing.
I'll take a shot with the upside with B-Ball Paul as opposed to a negative.
This B-Ball Paul stuff to me is
B-Ball Paul.
Kenny's here. Hi, Kenny.
Good morning, guys. What's going on, man? Listen to y'all every morning.
Thank you, buddy.
I got a problem, man. Like, I watched the Greek Freak do 2-time MVP get violations for taking too long because he's scared to shoot a free throw. But we killing Ben. Like, chill, process.
Nobody's killing Ben.
But check this out. Process or perfection is a process that takes time. You got big slow. It's going to take years. That's his weakness. We know that. But that ball, 6'10", Bob will tell you, it's hard for a 6'10" just to dribble. He dribbles like magic. We don't give him no props for that.
Well, first off, he doesn't get killed on this show.
No.
So, I mean, this isn't a show where he gets killed.
25% from the free throw line from a series
premise.
cannot happen.
Not 4 games in.
No.
One game, you could
sure
say that was
you
crappy.
get a pass.
That was crappy.
Yeah, I don't. What bothers me the most, and I've seen the guy warm up. I know what his routine is, and I know he goes to the foul line in practices. His form is not good. And it hasn't changed. He's not a good free throw shooter. Look, his elbow has come in but he's still not coming up through his legs. There's so many fundamental things that he could do better at the free throw line. It just seems like it hasn't been addressed.
I believe Wally is with us. Wally, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, gents?
What are you up to, buddy?
Wally. Well, I listen to you guys every night since you guys have joined the 97.5 team. And I've really enjoyed the John Kincade and your colleagues all together. I've really enjoyed the Philadelphia feel in regard to the Sixers, the Eagles, the Flyers, and, of course, the Phillies. But I'm just ringing up to say, look, this band, it's all mental. He's confident he'll come along. You just need to build that confidence and something to prove.
We're hoping that's it. Now are you, Wally, are you really in Australia?
I swear I'm in Australia. I've listened to Mike Miss and
he's called before.
The Cuz.
So you're listening to us at night.
I'm literally listening to you guys every night. It's 8:22 p.m. here in Adelaide.
I love it. And will you wake up? Hey? Will you wake up tomorrow morning and watch the game on DVR, or will you stay up in the middle of the night?
We watch the game live on ESPN Foxtel, streamed straight through to Adelaide. And what we do at night, we listen to John and the team. And what we do, we listen to the thoughts. And you guys, literally, your morning show has got a different feel, and I love it.
Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
Coming together, and you guys have got Adam Schefter on the first line. It's ridiculous.
There we go, buddy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Aussie. Oi, oi.
Love it. That's great.
That is
listening
great.
At night. So we're a night show there.
Yeah, I love the Aussies.
Sure, prime time.
So we're a primetime night show there.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Australian accent's hot.
Yes, it is on a female.
For me, on a female.
Yeah, I'm glad for a female.
I mean,
not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, Pat speaks truth.
Pat does. All right, we got a lot coming up for you. Without Joel Embiid, how would life be for us? Let's hope we don't find out. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. We want you to come to Vegas with us, but you got to lock in your deposit right now. Go to phillysportstrips.com, have your credit card ready, and get yourself locked in for the best road game ever. See the Birds in Vegas with us this October. We will be at the 50-yard line of Vegas hotels, the famous Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. You can reserve your spot early, or you can join us on our private charter flight, because Philly Sports Trips does it better than any other local sports travel company, hands down. We got a welcome to Vegas party with an open bar. You hang out with us and John Dorenbos. Hang by the pool all weekend long. We got a private magic show with John on Saturday night. An unbelievable game day tailgate party that is going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss it. Go to phillysportstrips.com to be a part of the trip with us. We're going to have a great time. We want you aboard with us. That's phillysportstrips.com.
The John Kincade Show.
They put it on the air?
Of course they put it on the air. It was a big success.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Flips it up and in, and he's fouled. An incredible shot by Embiid.
The Sixers look to close out the series against the Wizards. It's round 1, game 5, tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Get a quote at geico.com.
Refresh your summer at Wawa. Beat the heat with our handcrafted smoothies and refreshers. Our refreshers are handcrafted with 100% real fruit juice and green tea for a rejuvenating burst of energy. Try our delicious flavors like mango passion fruit or strawberry dragon fruit refreshers and a mixed berry or strawberry banana smoothie, crafted to keep you cool. So refresh your summer with our handcrafted refreshers and smoothies. Made fresh your way at Wawa. Right now, Wawa's inviting you to come in for your dinner favorites after 4 p.m. and earn 2 times the rewards on your purchase. Build your perfect burger and fries, or get a fresh-baked pasta bowl, or grab your favorite hoagies, salads, and more. Get your next reward twice as fast just by shopping your dinner favorites after 4 p.m. Wawa Rewards members earn 2 times the rewards now through June 30th. Get the Wawa app and join today.
Okay, 3 dozen by tomorrow morning. Yeah, the roses and
Faraz's flower shop is blooming. To keep up with high demand, he must strengthen his business's roots.
Just 1 second. Faraz's flowers. Hold, please. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Faraz's.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Life hacks. What would life be without them? Like using candle wax to loosen a stuck zipper. Here's another life hack. Now you can get the same high-quality insurance from Allstate, but at a new low rate. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Progressive Motorcycle presents
Road Wisdom from the Motor.
Ride confidently in the direction of your dreams. Unless it's a bad dream, then turn around.
Progressive Motorcycle also presents basic policy starting at $79 a year. Progressive Motorcycle, for those who were born to ride. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy is not available in all states.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game. And now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
It's the perfect season for a powerful business upgrade with Dell Technologies Summer Sale Event. Save up to 45% on secure PCs built for business with Windows 10 Pro. You'll also find great savings on Dell servers, monitors, docks, and other accessories to help boost productivity. Plus, enjoy free shipping on everything. Do more with modern devices and Windows 10 Pro. Call 877-ASK-DELL for a Dell Technologies advisor who can help you find the right tech. That's 877-ASK-DELL for business specials during Dell's Summer Sale Event.
Wendy's Frosty Chino is cold brew with frosty creamer. What does that mean? It means we took rich, smooth cold brew and then added your choice of vanilla or chocolate frosty creamer. Can you say good morning? Or better yet, Wendy's Frosty Chino? It's cold brew with frosty creamer. It's only at Wendy's and it's delicious. So ditch the stuffy coffee shop and say hasta la vista, barista. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Frosty Chino and start your morning right.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the 9th inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you can pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Hey, folks, if you overdid it this past weekend, too much eating and drinking, you can still feel it today. Well, days later, you need to restart your system. You need to do a juice cleanse with Squeeze.com. Now, Squeeze.com will flush out your system. You'll have better energy, you'll break bad eating habits, you'll sleep better, and you'll even drop a couple of pounds. Test drive a 1-day cleanse or go all out on a 5-day cleanse. Just go to Squeeze.com, order before 1 p.m. You'll get same-day delivery by 9 p.m. Just click Mike Miss in the drop-down at checkout.
Napa know-how.
Some things just go better together, like a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil and a platinum filter for $26.48. It's like bacon and eggs, hot dogs and mustard, or Joni and Chachi. Ask your dad about it. That's Napa full synthetic and a platinum filter for $26.48. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices not include applicable state and local taxes or recycling fees. Offer ends 6/30/21.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Hey, man, what's wrong?
Well, it just didn't sound very bluesy.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Oh, hey, Buzz.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
Smile on my face.
Nope, that's still happy.
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook, enjoy $2 Miller Lights, and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 975thefanatic.com for details. Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Picking on Egan is extremely mean, but I assure you, it's just a small, minute, tiny part of our content.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show. Brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. You can download it at parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC to get that $500 risk-free bet. Hopefully you are having a great morning. It is game day. And doesn't that seem great? To be able to have game day coming your way from, in what? First days of June.
I love it.
This would normally be the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I love it.
This is fun. I mean, we've got we're not totally reliant on the Phillies.
No.
To create content.
There was a good NBC Sports Philly and DC trolling yesterday.
There was?
The DC account put out the Wizards will be playing.
How many people are working at both outlets? Because I think like 5 or 6 people I ever see.
The DC NBC affiliate tweeted out the Wizards will be playing the first June basketball since like 1989, and then NBC Philly put a rafter up in the banners that says, "We played June basketball 2021."
Oh.
It was pretty funny.
Like that. That's good. A little gamesmanship.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Between the two cities. A little, trash talking is fine. We can work that going. The Wizards really do not move the needle at all.
No.
They don't move them much. But I can understand they're a 10 seed.
Sure.
Gentleman keeps saying to me, he sends me the email every day, so I now really enjoy doing it. He said, they are an 8 seed. The one plays the 8. You keep discounting the Wizards. The Sixers' accomplishment is bigger than that. They're beating an 8 seed. I'm like, they're a 10 seed. They had the Fugazi play-in tournament. They're a 10 seed.
Let me start off by saying I appreciate that guy listening. But imagine...
I do, too. I tell him every day. And he goes, I'm not turning you off, though some days you make me want to.
Imagine being so upset and having to argue the 10 versus the 8.
He thinks I'm discounting the Sixers' accomplishment of playing the Wizards, that I'm making the Wizards seem like a CYO team, as he says.
Anything less than a 6 seed, it doesn't even matter. I mean, it's...
Come on, you should mop the floor with these guys.
Yes.
Without Joel Embiid, would this Sixers team even be a playoff team? I know everyone assumes that these Sixers will dispatch the 10th seed Wizards with or without Joel Embiid tonight. But I have a more pressing question. It's just a theory to throw out there. I want you all to answer me. If the Sixers didn't have Joel Embiid, I mean, he doesn't play all year long, where would they be in the Eastern Conference? I think we can all agree they would not be better than Brooklyn or Milwaukee. So that knocks them down to a 3 seed. Would they be better than the Hawks or the Knicks over a course of the season without Joel Embiid? We hope we're not going to have to find out in the next series. Would they be a 500 club? It's a scary thought to me, and the reason why I'm asking the question, it's a really scary thought that this entire house of cards, that our entire existence of being basketball fans is based on one guy. And if one guy isn't there, it changes the entire complexion of things. And that's where we begin the 7 o'clock hour. Bob and Jamie and Pat and Connor and Mike and Coach Eric Camille munching on his magic spoon. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. So, Bob, do the exercise with me. Over a 72-game season, you didn't have Joel Embiid for any of those games. Sixers are not any better. The most possible anybody could say is they'd be a 3 seed. They would be behind Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any question.
No.
Are they better than the Hawks or the Knicks without Embiid? And we hope we're not going to have to find out.
Yeah, so the evidence this year is 21 games without him, and they were 10 and 11.
Correct.
So they're probably somewhat like a 500 middle of the pack.
That would put them as like a 7 seed.
6, 7
They would have been in the
seed.
play-in tournament.
Yeah, I don't think that's out of the. You know, you have two really good players in Simmons and Harris. If you're talking about who's carrying the team, yeah, I think they're about a 500 team without him, and that's not odd. I mean, if you look at the other teams in the
That's what I'm
league,
gonna do.
Okay, go ahead.
Take Giannis out.
Yeah, they're a 500 team to me.
They're a 500 team.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday are really good players.
Take Durant out.
Well, that's different. They're still really good.
Correct.
They're still really good.
Could they be a number 1 seed?
Sure. I believe that,
They
yes.
can still be a number 1 seed. You could take Kevin Durant away from the Nets. They'd still be potentially the number 1 seed. I believe Milwaukee would have been.
I think you could take any one of those 3 away.
And they could still be the number 1.
Yeah.
Jamie, you have any disagreement on this?
I think they're slightly better than a 500 team. We're talking if he's injured and missed the year, not a replacement center.
No, he doesn't play all year.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
part of this team.
I think they're slightly better than a 500 team, but not by much. Like, I'm just looking at the standings.
Maybe a 6 seed?
The Wizards were almost a 500 team. And the Wizards stink.
What were they?
38 and 30.
34 and 38. The Celtics were dead on the nose 500. So, do I think they're better
Who was
than
ahead of the Celtics? The 6 was Miami.
Miami
What
was
were they?
40 and 32. So that's when there
They
started to
wouldn't
be a.
I don't believe the Sixers could go 40 and 32.
But like the
without
Knicks,
Embiid.
the Knicks are a good team. You know,
No, but that would have made them a 7 seed.
they're 41 and 31. Are they 10 games better than 500? Maybe, at most. I think they'd be competitive without Joel Embiid, but they're not winning anything.
They're not even winning.
That's why I've said, without Joe, this is all for nothing.
That scares me, though.
Sure.
I think they're probably the 4 seed.
Wow.
I don't think that Elton Brand, who played center at a very high level in the NBA, and on his first offseason signed Al Horford to a big contract, I don't think he would ignore the center position if they didn't have Joel Embiid. So I think he'd go out there and at the very least get a competent center. And I think this team is
So you
good
think
enough.
they could still be a 4?
Yeah, I think they could be. Now, to Jamie's point, they're not winning anything, but they're a 4 seed.
I wasn't thinking of it that way. I was just thinking if you removed him from this team. I wasn't thinking of a replacement outside.
The idea being is that Brooklyn can lose any one of their big 3.
And still be better than most.
They still could be potentially a 1 seed.
Sure.
Now, that's an anomaly in the East.
The Sixers do not
It's an
have
anomaly
that.
in the NBA.
Yeah, you take out Trae Young. You take out Jimmy Butler.
Trae Young, the Hawks do not make the playoffs.
Yeah, take out Jason Tatum.
Take out Julius Randle.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So
could help the Knicks.
The
Based on
Jazz
Julius Randle's performance.
are one of the odd teams that
Donovan Mitchell
were able to kind of.
They did. They
They
did
were
without
overcoming them.
Yeah.
The Jazz, right now, I was looking at the Jazz, the Nets.
And the Nuggets, too. They
The
lost
Nuggets,
Murray. I mean, that's pretty big.
The
Yeah, that
Nuggets,
is.
I mean, those are the three teams. So, to me, that's where I say, and I don't believe the Sixers would be better than Milwaukee if Milwaukee lost Giannis. And they lost with Giannis taking off Milwaukee, Embiid taking off the Sixers. I don't believe the Sixers are better than Milwaukee. I think they're pretty much the same.
It's a pretty close comp, Giannis and Embiid removed from their team. Because Middleton and Tobias are kind of like the same player
I told
to a
you
degree.
before, though, I like Middleton.
I like Middleton a lot, and I think Drew Holiday is phenomenal. I think he's probably a little slightly better than Ben.
Would you rather have?
But it's close.
Would you rather have Holiday and Middleton, or Ben and?
That's a great
Harris?
question.
Because I'd rather.
Let's make it a poll question, man.
No, don't do that. I would rather have. I would tell you, I would take Middleton. I would take Middleton.
I probably
and Drew
would
Holiday.
too, but only by slightly.
Slightly. I mean, 60-40.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I would take
might
that.
even be a 55-45.
Because Tobias Harris still freaks me out. Still freaks
It's a
me
good
out.
one. This has got Bob's wheels spinning.
Bob, now you're
It really
wondering about
does.
it, eh?
Look,
Drew Holiday's really good.
And look, by the way, taking away a team's best player really does. It takes almost anyone out of championship consideration, except for those three teams.
Yeah.
The three that we mentioned: Denver, Jazz, Nets. One of their top, one of their big guys goes out, and then they can still compete at a high level.
Yeah.
It's a hard question.
It is. I think,
But it scares me.
I think I'd still take Ben and
Would
Tobias
you?
over Middleton.
It's close. It's a good one.
And this is just personal. I love the fact of the mismatches you can create offensively and defensively with Ben Simmons. Drew Holiday's a really good player, 6'4" point guard, strong, all that stuff. He's kind of the model point guard, someone that I think you could set up a defense to defend. I don't think you can do that as easily with Ben Simmons, even though he's not a great scorer.
By the way, there was a piece written in Milwaukee's newspaper. I don't know what it is, the Shots Beverage Daily or whatever it is. Do you know that Giannis was told to one of the games where they were trying to clinch at the end of the year, where they were still trying to win to clinch? Giannis was told he had the option to sit out and played.
He had the option to sit out, but he played.
He had the option because they were still fighting for playoff position going into that last weekend where they still could have clinched the 2 seed and gotten home court advantage for the Nets series.
I think if you took all the NBA superstars or stars, let's just say all-star players, and gave them that option, I think 95% of them take it. And play.
What if Joel took himself out of the game on Game 4?
Well, an injury is different than the option to sit. You know what I mean?
No, but he was injured. Giannis was injured.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was given the option to sit out. They were willing to give him 2 more days. You can take 2 more days. We'd prefer, but you have the option to play, and he played.
I think if it's up to Joe, he plays. I do believe that. I think
So
when he
you
gets
believe the medical staff kept him out of the game in Game 4?
Game 4 is different than like the regular season
it's
option.
Not I'm very anxious. I wish the Sixers will never address it, Bob.
No.
That I was just told that maybe I was flat out told that I was wrong to say that the Sixers medical staff took Joel Embiid out of the game on Monday night. That is an incorrect opinion or thought process that I went with. And I believe the people that told me. I believe that they know more than I do, so I will say, okay. They said that's flat out wrong. That did not happen.
That the medical staff...
like I said yesterday, I believe the medical staff said, hold him back, don't let him play. And I was told that I am completely wrong on that. So, just saying.
Yeah,
which concerns me.
This is, I think I said this off air yesterday after the show, was that, look, whoever doesn't make a decision unless Joel is answering the questions a certain way. Well, how does it feel? Does it hurt when you do this? If he says no, I'm fine. I don't know anybody holding him back, including himself, medical staff, or Doc Rivers. So when the questions are posed, because you don't know how a person feels, when the questions are posed and he says, yeah, it's a little sore, this doesn't feel right, decisions are made off of what he is telling you.
Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever has been extended for a limited time. You can shop and save up to $500 on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Check them on out Adam Schefter joins us at 8:10 today, so we'll have a chance to talk to Adam. And we will see if he knows anything about the Nick Foles story, and he believes if it was true or not. We'll find out about that. In Cooney's Corner, what do we need to see tonight? Bob gets out the crystal ball a little bit for us.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
You know, the question that just needs to be answered with all this Ben Simmons stuff is, are the Sixers still a really good team when he doesn't score? Because as I stated earlier, the most points that he manufactured in this series so far was game 1 where he scored 6 points and went 0 for 6 from the foul line. Because he had 15 assists that led to 34 points, including threes. He had 6 of his own, which is 40. And then he had other passes that led to foul shots, which equaled 43 or 44. It's one of those numbers. That's not bad. They can be a really good team even if he's not scoring, right?
Totally.
However.
No, like that.
You need almost like a Utah Jazz game from him tonight. And I don't mean 42 points. But I mean that he is one of the main focuses on offense. He needs to be that unstoppable go-to-the-basket guy tonight. Because if Joel Embiid is out, you really have to make that Washington defense be aware of something. And also, him going to the basket and either getting fouled, which we know hasn't worked well, or scoring slows them down from getting into their transition offense, which has been killing the Sixers all season long. I think it's incumbent upon him to score tonight specifically, but it's not incumbent upon him to score for them to be the best team they can be.
I think it's incumbent on him to score early because it makes his life easier throughout the game.
Yeah.
If he attacks early and shows an aggressiveness where he can get in the lane, it makes them respect him throughout the game more, thus making Danny, Seth, and Toby's life easier. So to me, the first quarter is everything with Ben Simmons.
That's when he usually scores.
Yeah, which is get downhill, be aggressive, get to the rim. Nobody can stop you. That will make your other 3 quarters easier. And then once they start respecting the perimeter game, it then again opens the lane up for him. So to me, it's all about first quarter, score. I agree with Bob tonight. Especially if Joel's not there, go attack, score, and it makes everything easier.
Yeah, you need to open it up for the shooters, for Danny and Seth, but I'm not worried about tonight with him. I put a lot of stock into him being in foul trouble, affecting him
totally
negatively last game.
Well, he certainly did.
Yeah, he looked lost, and I think in this series especially, the first game he only scored 6 points, was Bob laid out. He counted for 40 of them, and I think he's really taken that personally, the negative reaction to that game. And he's played downhill a lot of this series. I think he was trending towards that last game, and then he got into foul trouble. So I think you will see Ben attack.
And as Bob points out, when you don't know how the game's being officiated, you're going to play differently.
Yeah.
But the quite a few email responses yesterday to our discussion about the 4th foul the other night. And there are a lot of referees in this area is what I'm finding out.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying to me, that is absolutely a foul. And many of them saying, though, but I wouldn't have called it. So to me, that means Ben's made a mistake on that 4th foul, the 12 seconds into the second half. If referees are telling me that is absolutely a foul, but many referees said I would not have called it, then that means they're just deciding haphazardly how to call a game.
Well, that was kind of my point yesterday.
Right.
I wasn't saying what I was saying what I wonder what Ben was thinking.
Right.
Was he testing that limit of, okay, I have 3.
They're not going to ticky-tack me.
Exactly, like they did with Joel in Game 1, probably knowing full well that they made a mistake in Game 1. Are they going to do it with me? Now, he was overly aggressive in doing it. Right. I understand the thought process. The physicality of it, I didn't totally understand.
Maybe a little, you're 4 games into a series and you hate each other.
The refs need to let him play a little bit.
You're going up against a guy and you sort of start to hate each other.
Yeah, they smell.
I can tell you they used to put up a barricade at morning skates at the Spectrum during playoff series.
Smart.
Because 4 games into a series, by the time Game 5 came back to the Spectrum, they would be worried about fistfights between players coming in and out of the building.
Skated on our half of the ice.
But it would be like crazy town.
Yeah.
Like as far as by 4 games into a series, the coaches are saying F you to each other down between the halls.
Oh, yeah.
Players are getting into it. They put up the little barricade.
Jam in here. Let's go.
It was not friendly.
Remember Montreal series?
Oh,
the
God,
brawl? My
for it.
God.
That was crazy.
That was nuts. There was a brawl before the game started. There was no referees to break anything up.
Well,
it was hysterical.
Ed Hospodar.
Boxcar.
Ed, hope you're listening. Hope you're listening, Ed. Then I don't know if Chico on that team. I think Chico was there at that time. Hexy was there.
Yeah.
I mean, Hexy was in the middle of it. It was one of those things where, Hexy, we can't believe you're doing this crap. Good job. Good job, boy.
That was fun.
Like it. Good job.
Those were good times.
That. It was good times.
Is that when he went after Chris Chelios?
No, that was it was a pre-fight. I think it might have been the guy who was hiding beer in my refrigerator at Manoir Lemoine, the hotel where we stayed. There was a player on Montreal who was staying in the hotel because he was a minor league player that was doing the shuttle stuff. And he knew we were with the other team, and he came knocking on my door one day, and he goes, "Can I put beer in your fridge?" And I said, "Sure, I guess it's yours." "Yeah, I can't. If the team comes by, they're going to check my room." And
who was the player?
I believe it was one of the Kordic brothers.
Dan?
And I feel terrible that he was playing for Montreal, so you have to look at the 87 Montreal Canadiens and see which one of them. So he knocked on my door, and I put the beer in my fridge and kept the beer in my fridge. And I didn't realize that the reason the team was checking his room is because he had a problem with alcohol.
Oh, that's not good.
So I didn't know.
No,
I'm just
I said
so I loaded my fridge.
John Kordic was on the team there.
And he's passed away since. And I believe it was where that at some point it was found that my fridge was full of beer. And one of the coaches, who will go nameless, said, "Are you here to party or are you here to work?"
No one cares.
I said, "I didn't do that. I was hiding it for a guy who didn't."
It's his fault.
It wasn't his. It was his beer.
Claude Lemieux was on that team. I hate
it was
him.
terrible. He was the guy who was always in on it. Claude Lemieux was terrible. That was a terrible series. They hated each other.
Hate the face.
Those two teams hated each other.
Pelly Eklund had a great series.
Oh my, yes, he did. Pelly Eklund.
He's a big time agent now, Claude Lemieux.
He was.
Is he really?
Face.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and his son's on the Kings.
Well, he was a hate the face. He was a hate the
yeah.
face. Fantastic player, though. Hate the face. All right, remember, we have Adam Schefter at 8:10 today, so make sure you are there for a part of it. Something I'm going to lean on Bob about, because he knows a lot more about this as a media member than I do, is the idea of what's happened with Naomi Osaka and her decision not to talk to the media. And does the media need to be in clubhouses, locker rooms, press conferences? We'll talk about it next. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. My friends at Window Nation want you to invest in your home and in yourself. How about this? A great, great deal. You want a vacation voucher? You're going to get one with the purchase of a house of windows from Window Nation. You get 2 free windows for every 2 you buy. You're going to pay nothing for 24 months. We're talking about no payments, no interest for 24 months with no money down. Plus, you get a vacation voucher with the purchase of a house of windows. Buy 2, get 2? That's a fantastic deal. Over 1 million windows have been installed by our friends at Window Nation with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. You are absolutely going to love it. You can see the reviews online. This is a company that delivers. Plus, deliver for yourself. We've all been caged up due to what's been going on during this COVID-19 pandemic. Get your house fixed up. Don't pay anything for 2 years, and take a vacation on Window Nation. Call 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION. Visit them on the web for window shopping at windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
This has only just begun.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. And you are so there. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com for details.
Understood.
Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yo, Philadelphia, Anthony Gargano talking remotely with my childhood friend Bob Marino, President, Spring Garden Lending's Mid-Atlantic region. I need to hug Bob.
Sit down for this one, Ant.
What?
Spring Garden Lending is now providing up to 30 years fixed-rate permanent financing at phenomenal rates for real estate developers and investors for their rental properties.
More details, please.
The product, Permanent Plus, is for financing single and multifamily projects with a loan range of $75,000 to $3 million.
That's huge. That's like Sixers huge.
You got that right, Ant. This is the big leagues now.
Wow, real estate developers and investors, listen up. Not only is Spring Garden Lending one of the region's fastest growing companies, not only are they faster than a bank and less expensive than hard money lenders, but now they are providing 30-year fixed rate permanent financing at out of the park rates. Spring Garden Lending, a private lender specializing in bridge loans, and now 30-year fixed permanent financing for real estate investments in the Philly market. It's Bob. Call now.
Refresh your summer at Wawa. Beat the heat with our handcrafted smoothies and refreshers. Our refreshers are handcrafted with 100% real fruit juice and green tea for a rejuvenating burst of energy. Try our delicious flavors like mango passion fruit or strawberry dragon fruit refreshers and a mixed berry or strawberry banana smoothie, crafted to keep you cool. So refresh your summer with our handcrafted refreshers and smoothies. Made fresh your way at Wawa. Summer is here, and Wawa's Blueberry Cobbler Coffee is back for a limited time. Enjoy notes of blueberry, buttery brown crumble, and fragrant vanilla flavors in every sip. Stop in to try this perfect summer cup, or you can use the Wawa app to order ahead or get it delivered. Make your morning even brighter with a cup of freshly brewed Blueberry Cobbler Coffee. Back for a limited time. Gotta have a Wawa.
It's time for some straight talk. Sure, saving money feels good, but cutting your wireless bill in half? That feels really good. Like walk-off home run in the ninth inning kind of good. Okay, maybe not that good, but pretty darn good. With Straight Talk, you can get 25 gigs of high-speed data for $45 a month, up to 50% less than the other guys. Plus, no contract. All on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot when you could pay half? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
DIY means sawdust, work gloves, and the right tools. But at the Home Depot, the right tools means more than hammers and saws. It means a mobile app with built-in image search. That's a tool. Access an entire rental department with a swipe. That's another tool. For any project, start to finish, this isn't just DIY. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Download our mobile app to get started.
Good morning, privates! Good morning, Drill Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation, Private. Astute.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone?
Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Wendy's Frosty Chino is cold brew with frosty creamer. What does that mean? It means we took rich, smooth cold brew and then added your choice of vanilla or chocolate frosty creamer. Can you say good morning? Or better yet, Wendy's Frosty Chino? It's cold brew with frosty creamer. It's only at Wendy's and it's delicious. So ditch the stuffy coffee shop and say hasta la vista, barista. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Frosty Chino and start your morning right.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Napa know-how. Celebrate Dad all month at Napa with the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. To a regular person, that might seem like an excessive number of screwdrivers. But to Dad, that's just being prepared. Like buying a paper map in case the GPS goes rogue. That's the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At
participating locations while supplies last. Offer ends 6/30/21.
Okay, my shipments have to get to customers on time and looking good.
It's possible with Staples Connect. Staples Connect has small business shipping covered with premium shipping supplies, custom labels, and UPS shipping services. And now, buy 2, get 1 free on decorative shipping supplies. Plus, get 20% off UPS Express shipping services. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N73, visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for playoff Game 5 at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Watch on the 56-foot LED screen at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Enjoy $2 Miller Lights and win prizes. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'd grab that Parks Casino Sportsbook app right now and jump on that line, especially if you believe that Joel Embiid is actually going to play tonight. Playoff hoops is the best time to get involved with the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Their live in-game play-by-play betting, whether it's baseball with your Phillies or whether it's watching the NBA playoffs, you've got opportunities to get in on over-unders in performances. Like maybe it's the number of strikeouts that a pitcher is going to get. Maybe it's the number of hits in a game for a player. Home runs. Download the app today or click parkscasino.com/PA. Use promo code FANATIC. You can get a $500 risk-free bet. It's like daily fantasy on steroids in the palm of your hand, and you don't even have to bet a team to win. You're going to love it. New customers, sign up right now. Get that risk-free bet. You got to be 21 and in Pennsylvania. If you have a gambling problem, please take advantage of this. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You think Jamie has some really crazy opinions? Don't worry. We do too.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Enjoying your Wednesday morning with us? We hope you are. It's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. We appreciate you being a part of everything we've got going on here at the station. Pat's Takes comes your way in just a few moments here on The Fanatic. Do not miss that. A Wednesday staple. I'm looking at our YouTube chat this morning, and they're having a very interesting conversation. I want to make sure. I believe it was JD.
What do you say, JD?
I think JD put out the topic. He called it on the YouTube. It's the Wednesday game day discussion, the Wednesday hump day discussion. And JD wanted to know which local weathercaster would you want to see wearing a bikini at the beach? Now, we know Bob's answer. Adam Joseph. That would be Bob's answer. Now, there is quite a few answers.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth on this.
But
one.
I think if you know me, you know my answer.
I know who your number one seed is.
Yeah, Glenn Schwartz.
Damn right. Give me that bow tie and a mankini all day.
Isn't that is that Hurricane's name?
What an image.
Yeah. Is Hurricane's name Ben?
No,
Glenn.
Glenn.
Yeah. Double. I believe he's a double N too, isn't he?
I just know him as Hurricane Schwartz. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
yes. Glenn Hurricane Schwartz.
That is some good knowledge.
Some of the best leaders of men have nicknames. Like Glenn Rivers goes by Doc. Glenn Schwartz goes by Hurricane.
So in other words, if your parents named you Glenn, they didn't do you a service.
No, you quickly look for a nickname.
Now I feel bad
like
because
Gata.
There's just why
Gator
that
don't play.
Why that one? It's great. By the way, Jamie and Tyrone tonight for Game 5 viewing party. We've got Rivers Casino action.
Yeah, we'll be down there 6:45 through the end of the game, and we'll be giving out some great prizes at the end of quarters and the end of games. Some Sixers trivia. We'll have a little basketball action where you can play basically an abbreviated beer pong for some prizes on the table there. We'll have a blast.
And then right after the Mike Missinelli show today, you'll have Beers Without Bob here on The Fanatic.
Yeah, Andrew and Devon will be taking over for me tonight.
So who drinks your share of the beer?
Just because I'm not here doesn't mean I won't be participating. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's prom night. So
that is so awesome.
All that entails.
That is great. Big night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it will. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
I think, by the way,
sounds like it. I can feel the excitement.
By the way,
I love getting my picture taken.
That is Olivia.
Please send us one.
Olivia heard that part of the show and goes, "Why would they have prom on Wednesday nights?"
Yeah, it's bizarre to me.
Like she was like, "That would stink." Having your prom on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, that's stupid.
What difference does it make? They're high school kids. It's not like they're going to bars afterwards.
Well, you go to parties.
It's just a night. They're going to parties.
They have school tomorrow?
They're seniors. They're done school.
Oh, so they are done because graduation's Friday.
Yeah.
Okay,
They've been done
that
school.
was it.
Yeah.
Well, that's so weird to me to do it after
It's like school. Right. I mean, it is a weird.
Well,
what's weird.
You can than Catholic people. I don't know about you people.
It's unbelievable.
You want to see Hurricane Schwartz in a bikini.
All right. Well, with the Naomi Osaka story in the headlines, where she is saying she does not want to do media availability at the French Open because of it causes her major anxiety to have to go. Her point being that when media members ask questions after painful losses, it provides her and she speaks for other players, which I think she shouldn't do. She should just speak for herself. She says having to relive painful losses causes her terrible anxiety. So she does not want to do media availability, and then that's the cause. She has said for a long time, as early as 2018, that this is a problem with her, that she feels it causes her. So she decided to take a stance here at the French Open. She is now out of the French Open. So I've been told by members of the Major League Baseball Players Association that they enjoy having no media in the clubhouse, and that is something they are going to push for in the next collective bargaining agreement. Whether they get it or not, or whether it's just a bargaining chip is another word. Luckily, we have Bob's expertise to lean on here because Bob has spent the most time going into clubhouses, going to press conferences after games, trying to get answers and questions. Bob, where do you fall on Naomi Osaka saying players having to relive, and I'm reading right off of her Instagram, being forced to relive painful moments of disappointing losses causes her terrible anxiety?
Well,
that she shouldn't have to do them.
Yeah, she has a bigger issue than whether media should be allowed into
like
locker rooms and all that.
Yeah, I just spun it into that.
She's dealing with something here, and it's something severe. Look, she's the highest paid female athlete in the world.
It's amazing.
So she's gotten herself a very good lifestyle because of what she does, and she does it tremendously well. Her battles are real, and she's 23 years old.
Sure.
And she said as long ago as 2018, now it doesn't seem all that long ago, but she was 20 years old, that it really was hard for her to deal not only with after losses, but after wins. She said, this is going to be the worst victory speech you'll ever hear, but I'm just not comfortable. So she has some real issues that she needs to probably address. And I don't say that lightly. It's a shame. I feel horrible for her. I really do, because it is part of her profession.
Correct.
I assume she loves playing tennis. I assume the anxiety that is caused by meeting with the press is life-changing for her. And it's a horrible thing. I hope she gets it addressed. As far as on the generality of should media...
Well, should it be required for players? Because now it's saying she should be able to opt out. They're saying because she is saying that she should be able to opt out. I completely disagree. I couldn't disagree more.
That her obligation is to speak to the media.
That she should have an opportunity to say, well, I opt out because it gives me anxiety to talk in front of a room. By the way, in school, kids, I remember, I'm not going to throw the young man under the bus, great guy, who threw up in grade school and high school before having to speak to the class, do a presentation in front of the class. He was so wrecked by it that he threw up in a trash can, and he kept it secret. He literally would have to go throw up because he couldn't handle getting in front of the room, being forced to do a presentation in front of the room, which was one of the obligations in class.
His name is Donovan McNabb.
No, it's very good. You'd never know it by this guy either.
I would say no.
If you met this guy and you just met him for a beer and everything, you never know. He has terrible anxiety about speaking in front of people.
Yeah.
And he had to do it, though, because it was required.
Right. This is, obviously, way different. Is it part of her obligation? Yes, it is. As her profession, it is. Does she need help in doing that? I go to the person first more than the professional. I have a family member who literally gets drained physically and mentally when in front of a group of people. Like it's a horrible sight to see.
Like draining.
Like to the point of exhaustion. And I've never dealt with that. I don't know what it's like. Naomi Osaka needs to, as a person, hopefully, get this right. I don't begrudge her that she can't do it. I don't say, suck it up, buttercup, anything. Mental illness isn't something that, like a carburetor and an engine, boom, you just fix it. So hopefully she gets this taken care of. As far as obligation, do you set a standard for her and her only, saying, well, don't worry about it, you don't have to do it? That's a dicey slope there.
I don't think you can.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a requirement of the sport. It always has been.
Yeah, she needs to get the help that she needs.
Yes,
and
you wish her well.
I hope to God she gets it. Yes, but I do understand. And as you guys all know, I have a son with autism. I've dealt with mental issues through for 25 years, so I've seen the whole spectrum of it. It's a real thing, and I just hope to God she gets it taken care of. But yes, she needs to get that taken care of so that she can continue with her profession.
Yeah, it's a tough situation with people's mental wellness because, I have a friend or two, and know people that suffer from.
Sure.
And it's real. I mean, the people's like your example of the kid in the classroom. Should he have been forced to?
No, should he have been given an exemption? No, and I see, like Bob said, it's a totally different situation.
Yeah,
I disagree.
But
it's an obligation in a class. You have to get up and. That's part of.
But if it's bringing somebody to the point of physical vomiting, then no, maybe they shouldn't be required to do it. Maybe there should be a way to allow that student.
But the other kids should.
Well, I mean, not everybody's the same. Yeah, they can handle.
Who says they can handle, or who says they just don't tell anybody?
Well, if the kid's physically puking, it's clear that.
Well, he kept it a secret, by the way.
Well, sure, because
that's why I didn't mention his
unfortunately,
name.
there was an embarrassment of doing that type of thing. So, should he have been required to do that? In my opinion, no.
Wow.
He should have maybe had a private, presentation with the teacher. So, you shouldn't force somebody to the point of vomiting. And it's the same with her. If it really makes her unwell, maybe there's a way they can come up with a system where occasionally she can take. I don't know how to address it. It's a really complicated situation.
I think some athletes will hide behind this excuse now, kind of like how some companies will hide behind, safety with COVID, when in reality they just want to save a buck. Like we talked about that with TNT coming to Philly. I think this is real, though, with a lot of athletes, and I think that they probably would rather not talk to the media because they are uncomfortable. The severity of how uncomfortable they get, I don't know. Look, the reality is, I've never once sought after a Naomi Osaka interview. I've never wondered what she's thinking or anything.
And she's a tremendous voice.
She
is a tremendous spokesperson for so many things.
She very well could be, but I guess my point is, there's very few times where I, at any point, go, I need to hear the post game.
Oh, no, I agree with you.
Comments, I need to hear those questions.
But I don't believe that you can give one person exemption.
All right, so let's take, and the reason I said it was different, John, I was only saying it because she has to do it in front of millions many, many times, whereas your friend that you were talking about.
Not in front of millions. You're doing it in front of millions see it. But she's not doing it in front of millions.
She's doing it many, many, many times. So, all right, say this guy was your friend, or say it was a family member.
Right.
And he had to do this, and he had the reaction that he had. And then it's, sorry, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. You got how do you feel about it? Wouldn't you go to somebody and say, yo, whoa, he can't do this without getting physically ill. Can't we think of another way to go about it?
How do we help the person not be physically ill?
Right.
Well, that's part of it.
I would say go and get the help you need, and I hope she does, because she's a tremendous asset to her sport. She is not only is she a spectacular athlete.
She's the next Serena.
But she is
in terms of dominance.
But she seems like a spectacular young woman.
Yeah, and she makes
with a lot of really good things, very thoughtful things to say, and everything like that.
And she's making a lot of money outside of tennis too.
And she inspires people.
Yeah. I mean, Serena Williams and a lot of others came out in support of her.
I hope she gets. I would just say though, she has to get the help she needs she doesn't get a special exemption.
Well, I mean, the ATP, is that the name of the official tour? Whatever.
It's sort of like PGA.
They can, not that she needs help in finding somebody. If this is something she's been dealing with for years, I'm sure she has somebody. But they can, they have to have a role in helping.
Well,
it's really hard.
I think her personal mental health is her responsibility.
Sure.
It's not the USTA's or anybody else's.
But they can grant an exception every once in a while.
See, then every player's going to want. Well, I don't want to do it.
I don't think everybody will do that.
I hope not,
because it's a serious thing in the year 2021. Mental health is very important to a lot of people. So you'd have to be a real scumbag to lie about that to get out of something.
It is with this young lady. She is such. I hope she gets it because she is incredibly valuable to her sport, and she is a thoughtful ambassador for so many different things that she's let her feelings be known about.
That takes more guts than anything, right?
No question.
Standing in front of me to come out and say, I can't do this. I can't even play in this tournament where I am a favorite, where I could win millions of dollars.
But I can't do it.
But I can't do it, and I have this problem. Maybe she's bringing light to it, and it'll help more people out there.
Yes, and she's brave. She's brave. She stands up there and she's letting it be known. We'll see how it all.
Sure, like Kevin Love and some of these guys in the NBA that started talking about it a couple of years ago opened the door for others, and that's what she's doing.
It's a bravery.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a bravery on her part. All right, it's time for a little levity. That means Pat's takes.
With or without. Either way, it's time for Pat's Takes.
Brought to you by Pat's King of Steaks, the inventor and creator of the cheesesteak sandwich. Always open at 9th and Morton and patskingofsteaks.com.
Yum.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, shout out to my friend Pats for sponsoring this fine segment.
Can't wait to have some.
There are many times, guys, on a daily basis that I'm reminded I'm simply less of a man than many. Like, for instance, when I sit down to pee because it's better for my knees. Or when BroDaddy6969 tweets me that I suck at hockey and word is spreading far and wide. But then a national story really reminds me that I'm simply a bitch. And that story came out yesterday of a true hero. Because on Memorial Day, a Florida dad and his 2 small children went out on the water for a swim when things got scary fast. 4-year-old daughter got swept away in the current, and that's when her 7-year-old brother Chase dove in after her. The father soon followed, trying to save both kids, but it was clear that they needed help. So the dad told Chase to swim to shore and try to get help, and the mini Michael Phelps swam his damn heart out for his family without a life vest. It took an hour for the miniature Aquaman to reach the shore and get help. He swam on his back and doggy paddled his ass off and was able to save his family. So Jamie spent his day cleaning sand out of uncomfortable areas, and John paid people to fly him across the country. Bob just had sex and watched sports. Chase was out here saving lives, guys.
I can't believe that story, though.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That you'd send your 7-year-old on a journey where they very likely could have drowned.
So the dad said, he loved both kids because he just didn't know what was going to happen. And I think he was torn between, do I leave the 7-year-old alone with the 4-year-old and I try to go, or do I send the 7-year-old? I don't know what I would have done.
Both kids then.
Yeah, I mean, you could have. The father could have died too.
I question his judgment.
But in both situations, you could have lost both kids.
Exactly.
So there's no good answer.
Yeah, they were screwed either way.
Yeah, like they could they tread water for an hour out there? Like, could the 4-year-old tread water without the dad's help?
No, I question his judgment because where the hell were the life vests?
Yeah, that's
what are you doing? Are you an idiot? I mean, are you an idiot as a father? You don't have your kids with life vests on out in the middle of the ocean? What kind of an idiot are you?
Not the smartest move by the dad.
Oh my gosh, you're an idiot.
But it built a hero.
Oh my gosh, that is a hero though.
Yeah.
Young Chase, congrats. He swam on his back. So he's doing backstroke?
So he was swam
maybe legs and arms.
Yeah,
that's hard.
He said he got
hard.
He said he got gassed pretty quickly. So in order to survive, basically, he would take breaks by floating on his back, and then he would doggy paddle float on his back.
That's incredible.
I'm going to ask you guys, what is the stupidest thing you guys have ever done drunk that you're willing to admit on air?
You're not gonna.
I had a Roman candle duel where I ran into getting away from my buddy, lighting him up. I was running sideways and ran directly into the bumper of a car and split my entire shin open. I'd say that was pretty dumb.
What a loser.
I decided that I had to sit and memorize the label of a Budweiser bottle before I passed out after drinking many Budweisers all day.
Do you still remember it?
This is the famous Budweiser beer we know, no brand produced by any brew.
Okay, John, please save me.
It's not that dumb.
No, you're not gonna believe me because I do not get drunk. I have long had a anti-drinking to excess policy.
Well, then we have something in common. I don't drink. The next story is a prime reason why.
Why?
Because when you're
How about Menage a Trois guy over there? We don't ask him?
No,
Yeah, what
we
about
don't.
Coach? We know what happens with
Guys,
him.
we're pressed for time.
Sorry.
Okay? When your buddy's brother gets you
awkward.
and your boys a keg for prom weekend, you got to take full advantage of that, right, Bobby?
Right.
And kids usually need to learn that a lot of Vlad can turn the night bad real fast. So one kid in Milwaukee was spending his Memorial Day by making sure that he didn't remember Memorial Day. He drank his face off and stumbled around Milwaukee, finding an Airbnb with an unlocked door. He then found a bed and crashed. But when the renters of said Airbnb woke up, they were surprised to find, we'll call him Brock for the sake of the story. They found Brock in his Supreme hoodie sleeping soundly. And because they had no idea who Brock was and nothing about the situation was Supreme, that's because Brock had drunkenly broken into an Airbnb with a bunch of out-of-town cops. And they gave Brock a pretty rude awakening.
Get on the ground! Loaded gun! Ready to go! Spread your shit!
Yeah, Brock and his fake Gucci flip-flops were taken into custody.
Good.
Got to be the most unlucky, 19, 20, 21-year-old kid to break into the lone Airbnb that had 7 or 8 cops staying
So his
in it.
parents named him Brock, a little bit of a douche.
Well, I gave him the name Brock.
Oh, okay.
Because he looked like a douche.
I've heard about 5 or 6 of these stories in Sea Isle.
Played lacrosse.
Probably,
Hey,
yeah.
don't clump us all together.
Yeah.
White T-shirt
Likes
under his
periwinkle.
polo.
Yeah.
This
you get it.
happens more often than you'd think. It's just not that you walk into a house of cops when it happens.
Yeah, that's the bad part of it.
I think I know 2 or 3 people that have done it in Sea Isle.
Yeah,
Just not
look,
good.
Look, just make sure that, the Airbnb you're staying in isn't surrounded by cops. All right, now we don't kink shame on this show, and Lord knows that I've reached the depths of Lobster Tube to find out there's a fetish for everything. But with the global pandemic that we are in, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that there's a few people who have mask fetishes. And at
Mask fetish.
Yeah, and at least
Really?
one married man has taken it too far, according to his wife. In a recent advice column on Slate.com, a woman named Donna emailed in about her husband who hasn't taken his mask off since this whole thing started, and that includes in the bedroom. She even wrote that her husband Bob refused to take his mask off even when the couple is having sex. She said he didn't wash the mask, and after about a year on his face, it smelled horribly.
Yeah, I'll mind that.
Now, at this point, you might be thinking that neither of them are vaccinated. That would make sense, right? Well, you're wrong, because both are fully vaxxed, thanks to the good people at Moderna. So he's keeping his mask on to have sex with his vaccinated wife.
I'm an idiot.
Well, that's what the wife needed to find out when she headed to the advice column. Is her husband a weirdo for staying masked? Bob didn't get to plead his case in the advice column, but you can hear him tonight from 6 to 7 on Beers with Bob. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, you can't.
He won't be on that.
Beers without Bob tonight.
Bob, you want to chime in?
The mask.
I'm good.
Didn't we have a conversation off air a little while ago about mask sex eventually becoming a thing?
Well, it could very well be.
Mask sex?
Yeah.
The Masked Singer is one, right?
Yeah.
Big show.
I mean, if it exists, people are going to be into it in some way.
You see how they put? See to
6-1.
See how they got?
The wife is tired of it, though.
Oh yeah, I can.
The
imagine.
wife is like, this is absurd.
Well, if he's into it,
by
you
the
got to
way,
make it work, right?
Mike on our YouTube says the 7-year-old had no life vest. The 4-year-old had a life vest.
Is that accurate?
That's what he said.
It might be, but like, what, you only have one life
you
vest?
have 2 children. Why
Mike,
are we even talking about this?
Stick to
Everybody.
graphics.
By the way, the father should have a life vest on. Everyone should have a life vest on.
Yeah, and they could afford life vests, John, if they only used PropSwap. It's America's
yes.
marketplace to buy and sell sports bets.
Why is this like a debate? Well, he had the one kid in a life vest. Everybody should have a life vest. Don't be an idiot.
I'm 32 and I wear a life vest.
Gosh.
I'm wearing one right now.
Bob, I didn't realize
And a mask.
that. Yeah. That's why you have to wear extra
You don't take it
large.
off.
There you go. All right, we got a lot coming up for you. Sixers, who's the opponent you want? Plus, we will talk to Adam Schefter. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic.
Tonight, you've got Wizards, you've got Sixers. Game 5 action. You expect the Sixers to win, I'm assuming. Well, how about a chance at an easy $100 to go along with that possible victory? If you head on over to BetMGM.com or download the BetMGM app and you register using the bonus code PatEgan100, you'll win $100 in free bets when you place just a $1 money line wager on the Sixers or Wizards. And if your team wins, it's even better than that. If your team hits a 3, you win. No, wait, it's even better than that. If either team hits a 3, you win. Look, folks, this is an easy $100 that BetMGM is giving you. This is the lock of the century. So do me a favor. Head on over to BetMGM.com or download the BetMGM app. Register with the code PatEgan100. Put $1 on the Sixers or the Wizards if you're feeling, like an... I don't know, like a person who thinks the Wizards are going to win. But when either team hits a 3, you're going to end up winning an easy $100. It's an offer that's too good to pass up. Now, it's a new customer offer. It's paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You have to be 21 years or older, Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. BetMGM Sports in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
The John Kincade Show.
You can't just tag no offense on the end of something horribly offensive and act like it's okay.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Free ball by Curry is in here, and that's good. An onslaught by the Sixers.
The Sixers look to close out the series against the Wizards. It's round 1, game 5, tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hey, it's Ant. Don't be that guy this summer. The guy with the T-shirt on in the pool. Yeah, you can still be slimmer for this summer, since it only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed money-back program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair and saliva and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to keep the weight off for the rest of your life. It's all about the science. Not sure if you can do it alone. NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. Hold your hand. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is committed to you keeping the weight off. It's all natural. No shots, no hormones, no surgery. With offices close by in Cherry Hill, Princeton, and now open in King of Prussia. Or available with live online video consultations. Visit NJDiet.com or call 855-5NJ-DIET. Go to NJDiet.com. Lose the weight for good. That's NJDiet.com.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. I'd like to introduce you to the members of the Everfresh Juice Supergroup. That's my man, Mango, shredding on lead guitar. Over here on bass, we have Pineapple Orange. Back there on the drums, Premium Papaya. And I'm Cranberry Strawberry, and we're gonna play you some classics tonight and introduce you to some new tunes too. So Philly, who's ready for a good time and have their taste buds rocked? And 1, 2, 3, 40!
Your ticket to a refreshing summer starts with Everfresh Juices. Treat your taste buds to a VIP experience with over 40 flavors to choose from, including classics like peach plum pear, pineapple orange, lemonade, and more. Catch them live at your neighborhood store. Find your nearest location at everfreshjuice.com. Everfresh, good juices for good times.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
On winning teams, every player brings their unique strength and has an impact on the results. For the Showtime Los Angeles Lakers of the 80s, one of those players was Michael Cooper. He was one of only 3 players to play on all 5 of the championships. Alongside Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Cooper was the Defensive Player of the Year in 1987 and made the All-Defensive Team for 8 straight years. A vital role for the Showtime Lakers.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
As the professional basketball playoffs progress, star talent and experience usually take their teams far, and it's no different for your business. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the best candidates with the experience, skills, and motivation you need. Post a job in minutes with your must-have criteria, and LinkedIn Jobs will match you to the most qualified people across their network of 740 million professionals. You could have your star players in place this summer. Post your first job for free at linkedin.com/sports. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
You're gearing up to get back out on the field, so you ordered ball game essentials like a new glove, cleats, and a jumbo pack of sunflower seeds. And you used your Bank of America customized cash rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards that you put toward the cost of an essential piece of your post-game recovery. a heating pad. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more rewarding. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Ooh, a fondue set. Ugh, now I need to find a coupon code.
Not anymore, Susan. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout.
Wait, instantly?
It's called shopping smart, not hard. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer for free and let it do the work for you.
Don't mind if I fondue.
Haha, that's kind of cheesy. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
Wendy's Frosty Chino is cold brew with frosty creamer. What does that mean? It means we took rich, smooth cold brew and then added your choice of vanilla or chocolate frosty creamer. Can you say good morning? Or better yet, Wendy's Frosty Chino? It's cold brew with frosty creamer. It's only at Wendy's and it's delicious. So ditch the stuffy coffee shop and say hasta la vista, barista. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Frosty Chino and start your morning right.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Storm the Heavens Fund is a public charity with a mission to fund desperately needed research for DIPG, diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, a uniformly fatal form of brain cancer that affects mostly children under the age of 11. North Shore Bar and Kitchen has joined us in this effort. So be sure to come to North Shore Bar and Kitchen all summer long, where $2 of every Orange Crush sold will be donated to Storm the Heavens Fund. There is no cause greater than the fight for our children's right to grow up to be adults.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you. So you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The exact replacement parts are better than just any old parts. That's why Toyota Service Center technicians use genuine Toyota parts, because they're designed to fit the exact specifications of your vehicle. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a no-cost maintenance plan for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Shop online or visit your local Toyota dealer and drive home in your new Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for playoff Game 5 at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Watch on the 56-foot LED screen at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Enjoy $2 Miller Lights and win prizes. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Warning. If you don't laugh listening to the John Kincade Show, you might end up with resting Bob face.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Eight o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. And Pat, you're getting great compliments from Amanda. Amanda says, John, Pat brings some really funny stuff to the table consistently on the show. You should be very proud of him.
Well, that's only because of great people at Pat's King of Steaks, the inventor and creator of the cheesesteak sandwich. And you know it's always open at 9th and Wharton and patskingofsteaks.com.
Is Amanda T-Dog?
No.
Oh,
Amanda
okay.
asked... Amanda is a nurse practitioner. I can tell by her,
God bless you.
thing down. She's a nurse practitioner. Good job, Amanda. But she does say... So Pat has the pull to get Shaquille O'Neal to open up one of his restaurants for you in Vegas. But he is yet to have the pull, though, to get Pat Steaks.
That's a very good point.
Delivered to the John Kincade Show in studio.
Amanda's sharp.
No, and Amanda is...
And Amanda, she loves you.
Very astute. And what I will say to Amanda is I've noticed that my coworkers have gained some weight during the pandemic.
Wow.
So you're trying to help us.
I'm trying to help them out.
That's not true.
That's kind of you. That's kind of you to
Bob,
worry
you've gotten
about
fat.
that.
No, I've just been fat.
No, I've lost weight.
It's kind of you to worry about that, though, for us, Pat. We appreciate that.
I'm working on it.
I'm trying to return this COVID-20.
Adam Schefter joins us coming up on the Comcast Business Hotline around 10 minutes past the hour. So the 76ers tonight will try to eliminate the Wizards. Is it right for me to say most likely without Joel Embiid? No, because you see what we've got is these games going on right now where, we're going to keep this a secret. We don't have to tell people because it's postseason time. So now teams try to play games with injuries and try to decide, well, we're going to keep everybody guessing. I don't understand the true competitive advantage of it. I believe that Scott Brooks would know exactly what he's going to do with Joel Embiid or without Joel Embiid in the lineup, but we'll find out about that tonight. It really does feel like a must-win for me tonight, though, and it doesn't seem that way for anybody else. Everybody else is very calm, cool, and collected about it. Bob is emphatic. So he is emphatic about this game. So let's talk about it a little bit before Adam Schefter. You are emphatic, Bob, to say don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't.
This thing's going to be fine tonight.
Let me ask you a question real quick. You say that you think it's must win for what reason?
Because if they
Do you feel they'll lose the series?
No, but I believe that Milwaukee's already won.
Okay, all right.
And I believe that the Nets have already won. So to me, if you actually consider yourself a title contender, they played far tougher competition. And they wiped out 4 games, 5 games. You don't want to take a inferior team like this to 6. So that's my point of view. Is
okay.
If you think this team can win a title, can have a parade, then they sure as hell shouldn't be going to 6 games with this Wizards team under any circumstance.
Yeah, I agree with you. Get it over with tonight. I was just wondering if you, by must win, you meant you didn't think they would win the series if they lost tonight.
No. I'm saying about it for long term.
Yeah, so that being said, I agree with you. They need to take this out tonight, get it done, get it over with. Goodbye, adios, and watch the other series and see what happens as far as New York and Atlanta goes. And I think they'll do that tonight. With or without Joel Embiid, I think tonight's a pretty comfortable win.
You understand the must-win sort of feel?
Yeah, I get that.
If you go 6 with the Wizards,
well, Milwaukee,
that's telling me you're not built you're not built to win 3 more series because you're playing a team that doesn't even belong in the postseason.
Yeah, Milwaukee and Brooklyn's already been announced for Saturday night, so you have an advantage here if Hawks-Knicks goes 7, where you might get 2 or 3 days extra rest than those teams, and to me, that's always a good thing. So yeah, I just want to take care of business so Joel can rest the knee if there's a bone bruise or whatever the hell's going on. And, yeah, more rest is better.
By the way, primetime Saturday night.
It's going to be awesome.
Primetime Saturday night, Milwaukee opens up at the Nets.
Oh, it's going to be such a good series.
So the Sixers will play Sunday. It would appear they're going to open up their series one way or another. They're going to open up Sunday.
Oh, it will be Sunday?
Well, Saturday night primetime's already.
Okay, I thought it had a chance of Monday.
No, it looks like Sunday. Looks like Sunday will be that matchup there. As long as the Hawks and the Knicks do not go 7.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That will go. If that series wraps up on Friday.
Knicks.
No, what we want we want Knicks tonight.
Yeah.
Sixers close out. Hawks have to play back in Atlanta Friday night, win the series, then play the Sixers on Sunday.
Either way, it's beneficial for the Sixers.
So these are just some of the options there. Patty?
I don't necessarily think it's a must-win. I think it's an annoyance if they don't win, if that makes it. Like, I always look at a must-win as, you need this game or you're done. They're not done, but I need it. Yeah, like mentally.
Mentally, they need it.
But I look at Game 4 as like an anomaly with everything that happened, and they still pulled it out. So I don't look at it as a must. If they lose this game, something happened. They either collapsed or something like Game 4 happened, and it's an annoyance because they're going to win the series.
If Joel Embiid does not play tonight, and this game is a 4-quarter game, I'm going to be disgusted.
First of all, I ain't no bitch.
I will be. I'll be disgusted.
Yeah, but it'll be gone if they win by tomorrow, you'll be, okay, it happened. They're done. It's over. Move on.
It'll just have me doubt, but it's going to have me doubting.
If they win without him and it's a fourth quarter game?
If they win a 4-quarter game tonight, and they're winning it without Joel Embiid against a Wizards club, I'd be like, this team's not as good as I think they are. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I would feel. Whether it's right or not, I'm not saying that's fair. I'm just saying is how my fandom. That's how I'll feel.
So I'm looking at it like he needs to give you 25 minutes.
I hope he's in for 20.
And I think he can give you 20 to 25 minutes. And if he plays 20,
I want him to play 20 and have them win.
Yeah, get a good workout, get the knee moving.
Yes, exactly.
Do what Doc was trying to get you to do, play through a soreness the other night.
Correct.
And the Wizards need need those two guys to play 40 minutes.
But it's just mentally with me with this.
Yeah, no, I think it's important for Joel to get back on the court and realize, all right, I tweaked something, but I'm fine. I think there's more to gain from him playing than there is from rest an extra 2 days.
Do you have a stucco home? Well, call the Stucco Testing Specialist and schedule your professional stucco inspection today. Mention the Fanatic. You're going to see $50 off. Visit StuccoTestingSpecialists.com. Adam Schefter will join us in just a moment or two tonight. We'll have a chance to check in with Adam. I know he's a big NBA fan, too, so he'll probably have some thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah.
Sixers series also. And watching what Dame Lillard did last night. Again, in a loss.
Yeah.
Bob and I have the same reaction, though. The game plan last night, let Dame have his, will take away everybody else.
But he wasn't missing.
No, he wasn't. No, but guess what, though? And everybody is wild on the internet about Dame Lillard last night in a loss.
I just saw a stat that Robert Covington missed as many dunks as Dame Lillard missed shots in overtime and double overtime. That's absurd. Robert Covington missed 2 dunks last night. Bob and I have had like a little fun back and forth about, is Dame Lillard a superstar? I say absolutely. Bob defines it differently.
It has nothing to do with Dame Lillard, though.
Yeah,
right.
You view it in terms of history of the NBA.
Superstars.
I view it as
label.
I think there's always about 8 to 10 superstars in the NBA. I think it's an evolving thing, and Dame Lillard is so fun to watch play basketball.
You're like the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You believe every year we're going to put 7 people in, whether they're deserving or not. You're putting 7 people in every year.
No,
they have spots to fit.
I think there's always 8 to 10 superstars in the NBA. It's like half of the All-Stars are superstars. I think that's fair. I mean, like if I went through the list right now, you would agree with me.
I'm not. No, I've already not agreeing with you on Dame Lillard.
He's a superstar.
I'm not agreeing with you on that.
Well, you're wrong. That's okay. You can join Bob's camp.
I think he's a fantastic. He's a fantastic player.
He's a superstar. You know who I got on my side?
He's got his stats.
Devon. Yeah, so
that's good.
Take that.
He got a superstar call last night, which gave him the opportunity to tie that game, which was a joke.
Oh my gosh!
Like I don't know what is up with the NBA and their ref situation. That game should have been over in regulation. He missed that shot. The idea that Dame's not missing, no, he missed a shot, and then he got a gift of a call.
It was an
absolute gift.
It's a joke.
It was a bad call.
It was a gift.
The refs are not having a great postseason.
And I honestly, after a loss, I don't care how many points you got. Especially when the other team's strategy, blatantly, if you see any of the broadcasts, they're saying they're going to let Dame get his. They felt that was the best way to approach it. And then Dame almost slits their throat.
Yeah, he only had 55. If he had 62, the team would have won.
But it's his stat line.
But I mean, it's okay. Those are just...
No, I was teasing you today. Jamie comes in, for people that don't know. Jamie comes in and says, see what Dame did last night? And I said, yeah, the team lost.
In a loss.
And Jamie's like, he had 55. I said, yeah, they lost.
In a loss.
And I'm kidding with you, but the superstar label.
He is a fantastic player. I do, yeah.
I'll go through. I mean, we can go through it all, and I'll tell you who
I think superstar is elite. I think is LeBron. Superstar is Jordan. Superstar is, when you're talking about superstars, you're talking about just transformational figures in a sport, because there's too much hyperbole about who are stars.
Is Joel Embiid a superstar?
No.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
You guys are both wrong.
Is Tyrese Maxey a superstar? 610.
Yeah, exactly. 610-632. Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever has been extended for a limited time. Shop and save up to $500 on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. So you can get in on that and take advantage of business. We've got Adam Schefter calling in right now, joining us on the Comcast Business Hotline, where every day in business is a big day. Let Comcast Business keep you ready for what's next.
And Adam is brought to us, as always, by our great friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download America's top-rated sportsbook app today.
Adam, we are obsessing on the Sixers Game 5 tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the nervousness of whether... I look at how NFL players will lie about concussion protocol. I've been told by enough players that they will sometimes even fudge on their, I guess, the baseline test to make sure that they don't get pulled out of games and everything. And in the NBA, it seems like load management is the big thing. Or this guy tweaks something, he might not play. I don't buy it. I don't like that.
Well, look, teams always, whatever the sport, are intentionally vague with injuries. And in football, John, I don't know if you're talking to players this year or last year.
No, of years past.
Right. See, and I think there's been a total shift in the thinking of concussions. And yes, I think there are some guys that might try to play through, but I think guys are smart enough to know that if they're hurt like that, if their brain is bruised, that as much as their team might need them, they need to look out for themselves a little bit more. I mean, that's a serious deal, and you can't mess around. And so I know when I was a beat writer, guys would literally laugh off concussions and be like, yeah, I got dinged. So what? I'm going back in the game. And I just don't think it's like that anymore, and that's an improvement. And I think we as a society have come a long way towards dealing with concussions in football. And basketball, hockey is notorious for that, right? Like putting a lower leg, and it could be anything. So, look, I don't know that it doesn't sound like we'll see the big man tonight. That'd be my guess. And honestly, without knowing the full extent of the injury, it doesn't sound like it's serious, but you know what? It was serious enough to sideline him for the remainder of that game on Monday night. They don't need to have him tonight. They don't need to have him. They can win this game without him. And if you can't, it's 3-2. You know what? He can always come back the next game or game 7. To me, I'm resting him without knowing the full extent of his injury. I want to see him get well because, look, they need him to advance in the postseason. You got to get him healthy. So there's no reason to rush him back, depending on exactly what the injury is. So to me, he's getting the night off.
Do you believe that the Eagles will be shopping for any big ticket items after these cuts come down at June 1st or trades now that there's more flexibility with the cap after June 1st?
Yeah, they're
big
always
ticket.
Looking.
Big ticket.
They're always, what do we call big ticket?
I'm talking about anybody that like a name that would make the Eagles fan base go, wow.
Steven Nelson.
Wow.
Steven Nelson's not.
Well, he's big name for June 1st.
But he's not a name. I'm not talking about Steven Nelson.
Yeah, but it's funny. I was talking to somebody in the Eagles organization yesterday. Very weirdly, on Monday night, I had a dream that the Eagles traded for Julio Jones.
Oh, jeez.
I woke up, it was so vivid to me. I'm like, did that happen? I couldn't figure out whether it was real or not. It was one of those dreams where you wake up and you're kind of torn, like, no, that that couldn't have happened, right? And it was, I couldn't figure out whether it was real or not, but they did not trade for Julio Jones, even though I dreamed that when I woke up on Tuesday morning yesterday. I don't see the June 1st deadline influencing and impacting a particular player that the Eagles would go after.
So, Adam, the Malik Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey money officially comes off the books. It gives them about $4 million more to work with. Now, the other question is Zach Ertz. Post June 1st, they can save $3 million with him. Obviously, I don't think they're going to cut him. No. Is there any movements or talks in the trade market with him, or do you just anticipate the Eagles saying, hey, show up to camp and we'll see you in the fall?
That's kind of what I anticipate happening here. Now, they have been adamant all along that we are not going to just give away Zach Ertz. Now, again, he clearly is not happy. He clearly would like a new contract. His production fell off last year for whatever reason. And so we wait to see what happens there. Obviously, neither side seems overly thrilled with the other side in the way business has been handled, what's going on here, how it's going to transpire. But I don't think that they're just going to trade Zach Ertz to move on from him just to move on from him. I still think that they view him as an asset. And so I don't see June 1st influencing the Zach Ertz situation either.
Chef, in talking with the Eagles as you do you get the feeling that whatever happens with Jalen Hurts in this season, they will have a definitive answer of what he is for this team, whether it's the quarterback of the future or someone that needs to be replaced next year?
Well, the idea is that, look, again, they have intentionally geared up on the ammunition, and they now are in position, whether he succeeds this year or not, to make a major move for a quarterback next year, if they so desire, right? Like, we don't know whether there's a quarterback that they'll wind up, they could wind up trading for at some point in time, depending on how Jalen Hurts fares, trading up in the draft to go draft a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers' situation's unfolding, Deshaun Watson's situation's unfolding, Russell Wilson's situation unfolding. There's a lot of mystery surrounding these quarterbacks still. That doesn't change. And so the Eagles are sitting there with all these ones. And while there's not an obvious quarterback in the draft class that people are targeting and pinpointing as the guy, the way that they have in other years with somebody like Trevor Lawrence, there's always a Joe Burrow or a Zach Wilson that emerges in his last year in school to put himself on the quarterback map. So whether it's one of those players that the Eagles are positioned for, or one of those disgruntled veteran quarterbacks that the Eagles are positioned for, the one thing we do know is that there's nothing certain at the quarterback position with Philadelphia right now. And this year will dictate what direction the organization goes with that.
Do you believe the price tag for Deshaun Watson will be different because of his name being attached to a scandal of some sort?
Well, we have to see the discipline that the league takes, but I don't believe it will. You're still talking about how old is he? 25, 26-year-old quarterback in the prime of his career, one of the great players in the game. And yes, his stock is down now, and he's going through a bad legal situation that reflects negatively on him and his reputation. All that. I got all that. I don't think ultimately in the end that his price is going to drop that much or his value is going to sink that much. I still think he's an elite player and recognized as such across the league.
Adam,
It's not like the Eagles are going to the flea market to go buy Deshaun Watson half off.
I really hate what I'm about to ask you, Adam, but I'm going to do it because a report came up yesterday. There was a report from Tyler Dune, formerly of the Bleacher Report, that said Nick Foles wouldn't have interest in returning back to Philadelphia in this past offseason. One, do you believe the Eagles made a call about Foles? And two, do you believe Foles would not have interest in possibly tarnishing his legacy here?
Well, tarnishing his legacy, that's why he didn't want to come back.
No, I'm assuming that might be a reason why.
No, that's not a reason why. I think that, look, the Bears went out and signed Andy Dalton and then traded up to draft Justin Fields. And even when they signed Andy Dalton, that made Nick Foles expendable at that point in time. And I don't know the exact conversations that came up, but I remember talking about Nick Foles at various points during the offseason, like what's his future, where could he go? Because at that point in time, Chicago looked like it had moved on from him. And there's enough guaranteed money there that Chicago's kind of stuck with him, and Nick Foles kind of gets to call the shots a little bit, gets to have some say. And I'm not going to say he didn't want to come back to Philly, but I will say that if he wanted to, it would have been done.
There you go.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It makes great sense. So, Sixers win tonight?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they will. Yeah, what do you think?
That's a Schefter bomb. Yeah, I do think it, but I'm the most apprehensive of everybody
Easy win, Shefty. Easy win.
Well, here's my question. Do the Embiid minutes go to Maxey or Dwight? Which direction do they go?
I want them to start Paul Reed and give him some energy minutes, and then you're going to have to mix and match whether you go big and guards and whatever.
He's mixing and matching. That's Bob. He's creative like that, Adam.
Is that feasible that they would start Paul Reed?
It's better than this guy that has two first names that we don't say his name.
He's Wilt Chamberlain in this town, the way people talk about him.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
I'll tell you this much. Maxey's going to be a player.
There we go.
That guy's good.
Yeah, he is.
Buy your stock now. Adam, we appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, bud.
Have a great day, guys.
Thanks, Shefty.
Adam Schefter joined us on the Comcast Business Hotline. Every day in business is a big day. Let Comcast Business keep you ready for what's next. We appreciate it. Got a lot coming up for you. In fact, you can do a little scouting report. Look out of the side eye tonight. We'll get to that. Coming up next, it's the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. It's the dog days of summer, almost. Long nights, hot days, fun in the sun. You know who loves long walks on the beach and cool nights? Your dog. The only thing missing from your life right now is a four-legged friend. We love our dogs here at the show, and they're really a part of our family. Nikki Foles misses me every day back in Atlanta. So for the next few weeks, Pets Plus wants to hear from you. Check out their Facebook page and let them know why you want to adopt a dog. And they're going to select one lucky winner. Pets Plus Natural will pick up the adoption fee. Pets Plus wants every dog to be adopted to a very loving home. Their mission, to help you take care of your dog in the healthiest way possible, to ensure that your dog's going to be around for a long time. Plus, they want to find happy homes for all the dogs that they've rescued. You may know a family would love and cherish a dog in their home. Tell us about them. Go to the Pets Plus Facebook page and let them know. They're going to choose one lucky family to adopt a dog of their choice, and Pets Plus will pick up the adoption fee. Go to PetsPlusNatural.com. See all they've got to offer your four-legged friend.
The John Kincade Show.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Flips it up and in, and he's fouled. An incredible shot by Embiid.
The Sixers look to close out the series against the Wizards. It's round 1, game 5, tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Get a quote at geico.com.
Round 2 is where we separate the pretenders from contenders. I'm Adam Schefter, and DraftKings Sportsbook is putting you courtside with a chance to turn $1 into $100. Pick any team that's still in the hunt for the trophy, and if that team wins, you'll receive $100 in free credits. That's right, pick any basketball team that's still in contention, bet $1, and if that team wins, you win $100 in site credits. DraftKings is safe and secure and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $1 into $100 in free credits. That's code FANATIC for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only, new customers only. Wager paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Refresh your summer at Wawa. Beat the heat with our handcrafted smoothies and refreshers. Our refreshers are handcrafted with 100% real fruit juice and green tea for a rejuvenating burst of energy. Try our delicious flavors like mango passion fruit or strawberry dragon fruit refreshers and a mixed berry or strawberry banana smoothie, crafted to keep you cool. So refresh your summer with our handcrafted refreshers and smoothies. Made fresh your way at Wawa. Right now, Wawa's inviting you to come in for your dinner favorites after 4 p.m. and earn 2 times the rewards on your purchase. Build your perfect burger and fries, or get a fresh-baked pasta bowl, or grab your favorite hoagies, salads, and more. Get your next reward twice as fast just by shopping your dinner favorites after 4 p.m. Wawa Rewards members earn 2 times the rewards now through June 30th. Get the Wawa app and join today.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game, and now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Okay, 3 dozen by tomorrow morning. Yeah, the roses and
Faraz's flower shop is blooming. To keep up with high demand, he must strengthen his business's roots.
Just 1 second. Faraz's flowers. Hold, please. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Faraz's.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hammering headaches? Ow. Aching muscles? Put the squeeze on your tough pain with Goody's Cool Orange. The same fast-acting, powerful Goodies powder in a great-tasting Cool Orange flavor. Beat tough pain to a pulp with Goodies Cool Orange. Also, blast your pain away with Goodies Mixed Fruit Blast. 2 flavors, tough on pain, tasty on your tongue. Ah, we made Goodies fast, Goodies delicious. All available at Walmart.
If the new Oral-B IO electric toothbrush had a theme song, this would be it.
I think you're gonna wanna see this.
Oh, you're going to want to see it, all right. Only IO technology combines Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head with gentle micro vibrations for a clean that'll
Make you say wow.
Exactly. Get the wow of a professional clean feel every day with the new Oral-B IO.
You're gonna see what everybody's talking about.
Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
That should do it with your new Anderson 400 series windows. So stylish and easy to install. I have these exact ones in my own home.
Honestly, John, we couldn't be happier.
They're perfect.
They last a long time. Don't think you'll be needing me again. So this is probably goodbye. Alex, Julie, we'll see ya.
I hate goodbyes.
Alex, John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
Napa know-how. Some things just go better together, like a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil and a platinum filter for $26.48. It's like bacon and eggs, hot dogs and mustard, or Joni and Chachi. Ask your dad about it. That's Napa full synthetic and a platinum filter for $26.48. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 6/30/21.
You guys ready?
Fox tonight. The wait is over. Master Chef returns. And this season, home cooks will have to impress legendary celebrity chefs.
Emerald Lagasse, Paula Dean, Molly
To win the title.
This is MasterChef Legends.
Then, it's the new hit competition where bakers have to gather clues about a missing dessert.
Buttermilk.
Coconut.
Then bake a 5-star version of it.
This is delicious.
But did you make the right dessert?
We're in big trouble.
Joel McHale hosts Crime Scene Kitchen. Fox tonight.
Stop breathing all your germs on me.
Stop breathing all your germs on me. Well, that didn't work.
No, it didn't.
The Bryant Evolution Air Purifier works so well it captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for playoff Game 5 at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Watch on the 56-foot LED screen at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Enjoy $2 Miller Lights and win prizes. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
A Philly season can sometimes get frustrating. So consider this your morning third.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's a game day Wednesday. Almost said Thursday. See, I got screwed up by the day of the week. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. And Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. We greatly appreciate Martin Law for being a part of the John Kincade Show. And we appreciate everybody who has been checking out our mentorship and experience auction for 97.5 The Fanatic and in benefiting the American Association for Cancer Research today, starting at 9 a.m. Legendary Philadelphia 76ers stadium announcer Matt Cord is going to come to your high school or youth basketball game and announce your team introductions. That's huge. That 6 is huge. It'll be scheduled at a mutually agreed upon date. You can get in on that. That starts this morning at 9 a.m. It's going to expire on Monday, so you've got a little time should you miss it. We have 2 that are open from yesterday. You can spend the day, the ultimate day at the Philadelphia Union with Coach. Go on out, Philadelphia Union game, you and a guest, receiving 2 sweet tickets, including parking, food, and beverages. You watch the team train, you meet Coach Jim Curtin, and you can get a picture with Coach and Cam.
How about this? We can also add to that.
What?
I just got notified yesterday that and confirmed it that whoever bids on this and their guests will also head over to the Sons of Ben area.
Oh wow! Okay,
and sit with them for a part of the game.
Okay, that sounds like fun. And also, you can Go to Topgolf with Ty Johnson. Tyrone's going to take you out to Topgolf in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. You'll love it. You and a friend hanging out with Ty, playing a little Topgolf, all food and drink included. That is going to be a great time. That's going to expire later on this week, Friday morning. So you want to get in on that one. And the day with the Philadelphia Union also expiring Friday morning. So you want to get your bids in. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com. It all benefits the American Association for Cancer Research, and we appreciate that very, very much. So will you do any channel flipping tonight? With another game with the Knicks and the Hawks facing Game 5 in New York tonight.
No, because I'll be at Rivers Casino where there's 18 different screens.
So you
and
don't have to flip.
I don't have to flip. It's all right there in front of me on a beautiful LED screen.
See, that is a really good thing when you get to do that.
I love watching in a sports book. It's awesome.
It is awesome, especially if you get into beverage. Bob, I'm expecting you got to do a little bit of scouting report for me here.
Yeah, I definitely will switch. I'm even debating on recording both games to take a look. Because if this is indeed the last game that the Knicks and the Hawks will play each other, I want to get a full eye on the Hawks. So I probably will tape it. I'll keep an eye on it tonight also. Hopefully the Sixers afford you the luxury of having a blowout win where in the third quarter you might say, let me just check out that other game for a little bit. So, yeah, I'll definitely be checking it out.
The question about who's ringing the bell tonight.
Ooh.
There's a question about it?
Is there? Do we know who is?
Oh, do we? Oh, I
haven't seen.
No, I'm reading our YouTube. Dave would like to know who's ringing the bell tonight.
God, they got to break out Iverson at some point, don't they?
Well, I was going to say you save Iverson.
You don't save Iverson. You can't use Iverson in the first.
Nah, you save him and Dr. J for the Eastern Conference Finals.
So if Embiid plays, it has to be a member of DX. It has to be. Because it would be the most wrestling WWE thing in the world. He's doubtful, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, King, is that Joel Embiid's music? And he comes in. It's got to be.
I think they save him for next round.
It's a good theory.
I think they're definitely going to ring the bell, but I think it'll be next round.
I did text a member of the Sixers.
Arthur Embiid.
No.
8-month-old. He can swing, right?
I think it's Triple H tonight. I think Pat's on to something.
I texted a person with the Sixers and said, please tell me you guys are lobbying to get Triple H to ring the bell. And that person never responded to me. So
well,
I'm
that
on
could
to
be
something.
like normal people not responding.
Well, that's the thing. But see, I'm trying to be positive, Pat. I think I was on to something.
Positive
Pot. Look, they win today.
Pot.
That's
they
all
have
that
that
matters.
strain.
Is that
Pat?
the name of your strain?
Yeah.
You tell me. You live right next to the dispensary.
I do. By the way, and two, they now have the door open.
Nice.
To the up the street where, as they refer to it on the street as on Bong Boulevard, is the head shop. And there is a beautiful dog that now sits out there. Doors wide open with a beautiful dog sitting outside.
Very inviting.
Sweet big dog. It's really, just really making you feel comfortable. So you can just choose your pipes and paraphernalia with the dog right there to greet you.
Very inviting.
It's a very inviting block.
Please tell me his name's Snoop Dogg. That's the layup of the century, right?
That's good, Pat.
If his name is Snoop Dogg.
I was in your neck of the woods yesterday, actually, to make a little.
You were on Bong Boulevard yesterday?
Close by.
What were you doing?
I had to grab a new dress shirt.
So where did you go?
A men's clothing store. Should I name them?
I don't know that there. I'm trying to figure out which one there is.
There's a place in Ardmore that I go to.
Is there really?
Mm-hmm.
Where you go and get
the new area of Ardmore?
In the new area of Ardmore.
Yeah, like
Suburban Square?
Yeah, Suburban Square.
A little down the street from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Custom fitted with the initials on the cuff.
No, I'm not a monogram guy.
No?
You look like a monocle guy.
No.
Like you'd wear the monocle. Maybe a fedora.
I don't think that would help my looks. No.
No,
I got to go full glasses or
Couldn't
nothing.
hurt.
Okay, Knicks Hawks. Obviously, we have one route. We are all rooting tonight for the Knicks.
Big time.
Because we want them playing Friday night. We want the Knicks and the Hawks playing Friday night, right? Sixers to be done, and a minimum of 2 extra days rest, right? Or not?
If they both get done tonight, I'm okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters regardless.
Yeah.
But I just want
You
the
don't
extra.
think it matters, really?
No.
10 games, first 2 series.
Yeah.
Done.
5-4-4-4.
They swept the Knicks in the regular season. I don't know how they did it against Atlanta, but they're inferior.
Do you think the New Yorkers are going to be
Squashed them.
jumping up and down? And
Are they still doing the "We Want Philly" chants up there, or is that,
they're 8 and right now they're 8-20 in this century. They are 8-20 in the playoffs. They've won one postseason series ever in 21 years. They've won one postseason series. They're 8-20, and they are freaking awful. Yet that is what the national media is obsessed with, talking about the Knicks.
Well, it's a big market.
I would pay money to watch Joel Embiid eat Nerlens Noel.
Literally or physically?
He would. I almost root for it. I'm not a Nerlens Noel fan as a basketball player.
I'm aware of that.
I would love.
What are you, high?
To see Joel Embiid destroy him.
No,
Okay, here's what I don't understand, though. Is before the series between the Knicks and the Hawks, I think we were all uniform in saying, go Hawks. I want the Hawks because I'm a selfish bastard.
Yeah, I think I did say that.
And that the Knicks are going to beat you up. The Knicks aren't beating up the Hawks.
No,
the Hawks are beating up the Knicks. Hawks are dominating. They've dominated that series.
Yeah. Yeah, the Knicks style of play.
That could have been a sweep.
It's Julius Randle's first playoffs, to my knowledge.
Terrible.
And he's been really bad.
Every game after game, he's terrible.
Yeah, they don't have a shot if he's not showing up for him. It's kind of like, I believe it was last year, Toby. No, he's not a superstar. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Get out of here. There's limits, John. Joel Embiid is a superstar.
Barely.
Dame Lillard is a superstar.
So I know you think I was, and maybe some people think I was half kidding, and maybe I am. I'm not going to die on Paul Reed Hill.
Well, no, I was saying because a NBA superstar a real superstar.
Yes, he is definitely a superstar.
Must have heard on the app, heard our segment and said, B-ball Paul. Sent me the laughing emoji, the fire emoji, the throw up emoji.
Wait, that guy's actually awake this morning?
Yeah, he's at a business meeting today.
Well, I told you to write back to him.
Saying B-ball Paul, that we're talking about B-ball Paul.
Is he a better option than Mike Scott? Because it's the lowest of bars to meet right now.
He's spoken about way too much on this radio station.
Who, Mike's?
B-ball Paul.
What?
He's talked. Oh my God! I hear him every day on every show at some point.
What?
What are you?
Every day, every show.
Are you sure you're listening?
We haven't mentioned him on this show.
No, I have heard. We're the only ones who don't mention him.
Really?
Every day, every show. Somebody will go, well, B-ball Paul. B-ball. I think he's going to be B-ball Paul. They got to get him in there.
He's a viable backup center option down,
Are we talking
down the road.
Hosts or callers?
Callers.
Come on, man.
Well, guess what? That's why you're.
That's the reason why we have a call screening process on this show.
On this show, yes, we do. I mean, I'm just saying.
All right, let me give you some numbers here.
B-ball Paul, man, they got to get him in there. He can do things. I'm like, what?
He's better than Mike Scott. That's all it comes down to.
Anything is better than Mike Scott.
I agree.
Yeah. So Mike Scott.
Well, Mike Scott got into an altercation in a parking lot. He's cool, man.
Mike Scott's played 29 minutes in the playoffs this year. Here's his numbers.
Minus 29.
2 for 8 from the floor. 3 rebounds in 29 minutes. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 points. I'm sorry, his plus minus I don't have for all the games.
If B-ball Paul started tonight, he could eclipse 6 points and 3 rebounds.
And look, what I'm saying is similar to what Washington did with Gafford, although he was a bench guy, I understand. You're just looking at this point for an energy guy. The Sixers just need an energy guy, somebody that does something. Mike Scott does nothing.
Isn't it sort of bad that they're looking for a guy to come in off the G League or whatever they call it to be your energy guy on a pro basketball roster?
Well, he's your
specific position.
He's your third center. So, I mean, Dwight's locked in that second team unit. Doc has shown you through the regular season. He doesn't want to mess with that. So it's, all right, third center, come on down. You're the next center on the Philadelphia 76ers.
It has no long-term effect at all. None at all. It's just a one-game
situation.
You're better than this team. You could throw him in.
Anything that keeps Mike Scott off my television tonight, I'm totally fine with.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
So that is where I'm fine with. If I never have to see Mike Scott on a basketball court again, that's fine.
And it's not like he's going up against a Bam or, somebody better. He's going up against Daniel Gafford, Alex Lenz, and Sideshow Bob.
Which is why Mike Scott should have done a hell of a lot more in 29 minutes of action.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, he fell off a cliff.
He
really did. And he just, to go out there and just give nothing. Look, if your shot's not falling or if a part of your game has gotten worse, fine. But to go out there and give nothing is unacceptable.
All right, shouldn't the B-ball Paul stuff though be the hang-up moment on the call?
I don't think now's the time to talk about
I mean, it's like,
Paul.
exactly. Like, it's like, that's what they need.
Well, if he played tonight, he would probably never play again in the playoffs. So, like,
and guess what? Hopefully he develops into something.
I think he's going to be a viable backup center in the league.
That would be great if it happened. That would be awesome if it happened. And a fine story for
he's
the
bouncy, man. He's got energy.
Anything that keeps Mike... Do I have to watch Mike Scott next year?
No.
Good, okay.
I'm pretty sure
he became the biggest B-ball Paul fan of this station.
Guess what? As long as Mike Scott's gone...
This is the B-ball Paul show.
I'm fine with it. Let's get out.
B-ball Paul radio.
How about let's check the linchpin? He's got his eye on some rather interesting talent after June 1st. He's excited about.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, obviously Adam Schefter knows a lot more about the NFL than me, and
breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Sound the alarms.
Yes.
He talks to a lot more people. He's pretty well informed.
He is.
Come on, man. So when he says, I don't think this is really going to change their free agent plans, it kind of made me go, huh? I think it does. I think they've been waiting for this $4 million from Malik and Alshon to come off the books to go sign that, hopefully, cornerback too. At least bring in some more bodies into camp here. I'm kind of hung up on Steven Nelson because I think he's the best available on June 2nd. He's kind of been liking a lot of Eagles tweets on social media.
He's begging for a job.
Well, apparently he's pricing himself out of jobs.
Correct. But he's begging for a job.
And he's primed for the taking. So I think the $4 million coming off has a little more flexibility for the Eagles than maybe Adam thought. I do think they're going to sign somebody in the next week, and I just pray it's a cornerback because they need to address that before camp. And the longer you wait, the more chances you're leaving somebody else to take the best of what's left and go get it.
Wait, they have to address having another starter at cornerback?
I mean, Avonte Maddox is there, but
I'm
I don't...
not making fun of you. Isn't this ridiculous?
It is ridiculous.
Yes.
I can't even imagine. You don't have another starting corner yet.
No.
You can't make a depth chart because you don't have another starting corner yet.
Well, technically, Avonte was last year, but I don't think many people have confidence in that. He's a slot guy.
The market for Steven Nelson, I'm just going to go off as lukewarm, considered lukewarm in NFL circles.
Then great. It's there for the taking. Go get him.
Why is he lukewarm?
Because he's overpricing himself.
That's not why that is, because eventually he's going to have to cave on that.
He's only 27, I think. But coming off some good years in Pittsburgh, I don't get it. Maybe something's up there.
Why would he not be in Pittsburgh?
Well, because
he's this young a player and this much upside,
28.
this much talent.
I mean, I'm not telling you he's an all-pro cornerback. I just think he's better than Avonte Maddox, and I think it's fine. And I think it's a good fit here, and it strengthens your team.
Obviously, Pittsburgh must feel they can do just fine without him.
Well, they have some decent cornerback play there with Joe Hayden and who's the other guy that emerged for them? I'm brain farting.
I'm more where Bob is. I can't believe that you're saying, oh, well, we can go get Steven Nelson as a starter.
Yeah. Is he better than Avonte Maddox?
Well, he is, but that's how bad your roster is.
It's the Mike Scott low bar. Is he better than our worst?
Well, I mean,
that's kind of what it comes down to.
The thing is, to me, that's you could easily upgrade positions like that.
Yeah,
I don't, and no way am I paying for, again, lukewarm considered the marketplace for Steven Nelson.
That's music to my ears.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that fetches him. Maybe the $4 million or less fetches him. Yeah, exactly.
So
he's actively begging for jobs on social media.
Good. Come on down.
See, to me, that's you're heading into free agency. You're in free agency. You're like, if you're that good, people are coming to you.
Well, it's June 2nd. He's not that good, clearly, or he'd have a job by now.
They're banging your door down.
I think the money's off the books. I think they make a sign in the next week.
They have to. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
I don't know any NFL team that started the year with one corner.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't know why cornerback play in this town has, been rough since Lito and Sheldon.
Because we've had great eras.
We were spoiled for about 12 to 15 years straight between Bobby and Troy
Taylor,
and then Lito and Sheldon. I mean,
it was great.
That was phenomenal. And
By
now,
the way, I ripped that draft.
The Sheldon and Lito one?
Yeah, I ripped that draft. I said, what are they doing? You're talking about a second round 2? Oh, my gosh. What are you doing?
And Michael Lewis was the third that year, right?
Why are you doubling down?
I think Michael Lewis was the second-round pick.
Because
they had 2 seconds.
They asked me to leave the front office at that point, saying you don't know.
Well, their third-round pick wasn't very... Oh, wait. No, it was Brian Westbrook.
You big idiot.
Oh, that's probably their best draft ever. They should do that more often.
That's a great draft.
You poo-pooed probably Andy's best draft he's ever had.
Oh, no question.
If you look at the first round of that year, it wasn't a good first round.
You're telling me you're going third round, you're drafting a Villanova guy? I've said it before. I don't own that.
Should have drafted a Temple guy.
What are you doing? I mean, come on.
I think they did draft a Temple. I think they drafted Raheem Brock that year, too, in the 7th round.
Did they really?
I think so. You got to look it up, but I'm pretty sure they drafted in the 7th round.
I think I'll pass.
Cut him over what, like $100,000?
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Something along
Look, it wasn't
those
the best
lines.
move, but whatever.
Yeah.
The Eagles' secondary was such an answer for so long.
Yeah, and if you give Darius Slay a partner, I think he'll... there seems to be a negative cloud hanging over Darius Slay. Like, I've heard him talked about like he was no good last year, and I guess we watched different things.
Could he have been better?
Sure, but he was alone. Once McLeod went down, he was basically alone in the secondary. So you got to take that into consideration. So I think if, look, they upgraded the safety position, in my opinion, with Anthony Harris. If you go get that second cornerback, it makes his life even easier. So you could put lipstick on a pig here in a big way.
I don't know, Bob. I think I'd rather just lose. Honestly, this year I think I'd rather just lose.
Well,
I'd rather see young guys skinning their knees.
But who's the young guy skinning their knee?
Yeah, well, you can find those. You can find Joe Bag of Donuts on the street.
Steven Nelson's 28.
Or cuts.
So you're taking a look. You're pretty much auditioning a quarterback this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is weird thinking. If you just half-ass look at the defense and say, we'll mix in guys here and there, whatever, it means you're going to give up a lot of points. So your offense is going to have to score a lot of points. Maybe it's all part of the game plan. Like, well, part of the audition is he's got to go out and score points. Let's see what's what. Don't worry about the defense. Let's get him some more weapons.
Can you find what Steven Nelson made last year?
Sure, I think I can.
If you can, from the Steelers.
But to that thought...
Because if he's looking for a pay increase, just glancing at some of the reviews from Pittsburgh, there's a reason that they're not looking to...
Well, it's June 2nd. Anybody you get is...
No, but what are they...
I'm trying to find his old...
I want to see what they made because I'm just not as big a fan.
I mean, I think you could get them for like $3-4 million. Exactly what you're saving with Malik and Alshon. So I'd say go get it.
I think $4 million's a little too much.
It's not my money.
There you go. Yeah, but salary cap league, it matters.
Last year he made 7.3. So he's not going to get anywhere near that. So 4 can get it done.
I don't know that I want to pay him.
Get her done.
Wow.
I can't. I just don't want to watch Avonte Maddox struggle on the outside again.
I got you, and that makes sense. You don't want to see it.
By the way, we're 99 days away from the NFL season starting.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, you got the countdown on your phone?
Wait, but we haven't gone breaks yet for summer breaks.
Yeah, yesterday was 100. That's all I know. And my quick math, I subtracted 1 from 100, got to 99.
You did?
Yeah.
See, it's amazing.
What is an even week? What number in the 90s? Two numbers.
Even week?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't understand the question.
What number in the 90s can you average out to being a certain number of weeks? 91 and 98.
610-632.
There you go.
What's multiplied by
91
7?
and 98.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how you say how many weeks we are.
You just put my brain in a pretzel.
See, there you go.
We just lost our Marconi.
Ooh, pretzel. That sounds good, too.
Our perfect show just ended.
All right, tonight's game speaks volumes to me. Does it to you? It doesn't seem like it is to the folks around here. Plus, we've got another auction item Phillies fans are not going to want to miss. It's a special event. We'll get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show, and you're listening to The Fanatic.
There's a big Game 5 in Philly tonight, and I know exactly who I'm taking, and there's only one sportsbook app that I'm going to use to do it. Hey, it's Eric Coach Camille, and Twin Spires Sportsbook is now live in Pennsylvania, and they have got a great offer for you. New players can download the Twin Spires app now and unlock a risk-free bet up to $1,000. Just use promo code FREE1000, and you can bet with the Kentucky Derby of sportsbooks right from your own phone, right in the palm of your hand. Bet on all the major sports risk-free for 7 days when you download the Twin Spires Sportsbook app and use promo code FREE1000. With the Sixers having a commanding 3-1 lead over Washington, maybe it's time to check out the Twin Spires $25 NBA playoff bonus. Place a pre-match spread wager of $50 or more on any NBA playoff game, and if the total points scored reaches over 225.5, you'll earn a $25 free bet. Download the new Twin Spires Sportsbook app and bet today. Must be 21 and physically present in Pennsylvania to bet. Void where prohibited. For terms and conditions, visit twinspires.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
This has only just begun.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. And you are so there. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com for details. Understood. Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's that time of year, and as a landscaper, that can only mean one thing. It's my time to hustle. And with Metro by T-Mobile, me and my brothers now have the extra tools we need to get this gig growing. Metro gave us 4 lines of unlimited high-speed data for just $25 each. Plus, they threw in 4 free Galaxy phones just for switching. Now we can keep in touch no matter where we're mowing, and keep the social feed updated, so the whole town knows who's taking charge of these yards.
You work hard. That's why Metro makes switching easy. Right now, there's 0 fees to switch. Enjoy Metro's lowest price on unlimited. Just $25 a line for 4 lines. Plus, get 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones. All on the T-Mobile network.
I'm Robin, and that's how I rule my day with Metro.
Users greater than 35 gigabytes per month may notice reduced speeds, and Metro customers may notice reduced speeds versus T-Mobile. Video streams at 480p plus device sales tax with eligible port in and no T-Mobile service in past 180 days. 1 phone per line, keep 4 line for promo rate. Additional terms. Limited time offer. Details at metrobytmobile.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. I got to give a big yo to my man Anthony Labruciano and his whole team at Labruciano Roofing. They were named Contractor of the Year in the Mid-Atlantic region by Certainty. Contractor of the Year. That's like an Oscar for the roofer. A prestigious honor. No surprise. They are the roofing experts. Don't trust any company that does a roof. I tell you, trust Anthony and the true roofing experts at Labruciano Roofing. Call Anthony.
Anthony!
That's right. The only roofing expert that I trust here in the Delaware Valley. A Certainty 5-star select Shingle Master, which means the best warranty in the business. 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years in the expert workmanship from Anthony and his team at Labruciano Roofing. Get things moving right away. Listen, call them now to schedule an in-person, on-site estimate. Labruciano Roofing experts will take the time to explain your options, give you the peace of mind you deserve as a hardworking homeowner. The only roofing expert that I recommend is Labruciano Roofing. Call 610-265-ROOF. That's 610-265-ROOF, or go to PARoofPros.com. That's PARoofPros.com. Labruciano Roofing, the Shingle Master.
The thing about comparing rates at Progressive.com is that by now you've heard a lot of ads about comparing rates at Progressive.com. We probably don't even need the words comparing rates anymore to remind you that seasoning steaks at Progressive.com is an easy way to save on car insurance, or that swimming in trousers helps you find the lowest rate. And that's the thing about foraging for truffles. You've heard a lot of ads about standing tiptoe on a cinder block. Compare rates and sing softly to a wounded field mouse and save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Who doesn't want instant gratification? If you're looking for satisfaction, there's no need to wait. With Credit Karma Money, you could win cash reimbursements for debit card purchases. Credit Karma Money is a brand new checking account where you can win daily instant Karma purchase reimbursements on items up to $5,000. Just go to creditkarma.com/winmoney to sign up for free and start winning instant Karma. That's creditkarma.com/winmoney. Instant Karma is sponsored by Credit Karma. Banking services provided by MVB Bank Incorporated. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply.
At Unibet Online Casino, play hundreds of slots, new and exclusive. Plus, table games with live dealers at your fingertips. Win weekly jackpots at Unibet Online Casino and get non-stop rewards, starting with a $500 deposit match. Download our app or visit pa.unibet.com to get $30 free. Deposit is simple with a credit card or PayPal with a deposit match up to $500. Unibet Online Casino. In association with Mohegan Sun Pocono. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania to bet. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay, my shipments have to get to customers on time and looking good.
It's
It's possible with Staples Connect. Staples Connect has small business shipping covered with premium shipping supplies, custom labels, and UPS shipping services. And now, buy 2, get 1 free on decorative shipping supplies. Plus, get 20% off UPS Express shipping services. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N73, visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late. And that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Running will always be my passion.
Oh, no, it won't.
What?
We gave that up when we stopped dancing.
We don't dance anymore?
No electric slides, no moonwalks, and especially not the Running Man.
Don't be the old you. Be the old you. With the Rothman approach to orthopedics, you can be what you were. Book your same-day appointment at rothmanortho.com.
Friends, if you're in a job you can't stand or worried your unemployment benefits will be ending, you need to go to mycomputercareer.edu and fill out the free career evaluation form. I've personally spoken to them, and apparently, employers are lining up to hire their graduates. In as little as 4 months, you could start your career in the growing cybersecurity and networking fields. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. Tell them Max sent you.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook, enjoy $2 Miller Lights, and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 975thefanatic.com for details. Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yo, Philly, your local Dunkin' is hiring. Dunkin' runs on incredible crew members, flexible working hours, career opportunities, and affordable education opportunities. Search for opportunities at participating franchises at DunkinDonuts.com/careers.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You may not officially be one of my endless cousins, but I do consider you part of our family.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Appreciate you checking in every day with the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. It is a fantastic game day Wednesday here on the John Kincade Show, which we appreciate very, very much. You know what that means? Tomorrow is already Thursday. Tomorrow is already...
It's getaway day for
Tomorrow's
me.
Jamie's Friday.
Yeah.
And Wendy's.
Ooh, what a day to
Thursday.
leave on.
See, you get
a chicken
leave
biscuit
with
for the
that.
road.
There you go. 9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show, brought to you by the Bagster. The dumpster in a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. For details, go to Bagster.com. So, my belief is tonight's game speaks volumes. I know that there are a lot of bright people out there who have differing opinions, and they will be wide open with us at 610-632-0975. It sounds crazy, but I believe if the Sixers truly are a championship contender, they win tonight. If the Sixers are truly not a championship contender, they lose tonight. I'm going to have a hard time convincing myself this team can, though, go out and win 3 more series or even 2 more series just to get to the finals against really, really good teams if they can't dispatch a vagabond bunch like this Wizards team. Bob, you've told us big win tonight. Everybody is preparing for that. I trust what you're looking at. It confuses me why, if this series was to go anything more than 5, it would confuse me deeply. It would also bias me deeply.
Yeah, I don't. If Embiid doesn't play tonight, they still should win the game with 20,000 people back at the Wells Fargo Center, with being one of the best home teams in the NBA over the past 3 years. They should win this game. Yeah, if they don't win the game, if Bradley Beal goes off and if Russell Westbrook goes off, which is what's going to have to happen probably for them to win, although it didn't the other night, concern, Pat had the great word already today. I'd be annoyed. I don't know if I'd be concerned for the full playoff run because, yes, Embiid isn't playing, whatever. But you should have enough tools to beat this team. You should have enough, basketball sense to beat this team tonight, even without Joel Embiid. I would be annoyed is the word.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to say it. Annoyed. Yeah. Because
you wouldn't. It wouldn't be a red flag to you to go.
Nah.
Really?
Especially if there's no Joel. But I think they handle it with or without Joel tonight. They'd be the first team ever to blow a 3-0 series lead.
No, I'm not saying about losing the series.
It would just annoy me.
You don't think it means anything as far as their long-term viability at all?
Not really. It would annoy me.
Pat, annoyed? No. You said annoyed earlier.
It would annoy me because they're going to win this round and they're going to win next round. So they'd have to have an epic collapse. Joel Embiid would have to have a real injury. Like, I don't look at what happened in Game 4 as a legit injury. That's a Joel Embiid injury. That's a heart in our throats. Oh, my God. I mean, come on. He played right afterwards. He goes in for an MRI. Daryl Morey sends out the tweet. Now he's listed as down. I think it's all gamesmanship. I think all of it is gamesmanship.
I think taking a page out of Joe Girardi's.
Yeah, I think explain this to me. You are the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Third best record in the NBA.
Uh-huh.
And you need to resort to gamesmanship against the Washington freaking Wizards?
I don't think it's that.
Well,
if they do, Pat, that is a red flag. That is 5 red flags.
No, so I think at 4:00 he's going to be upgraded to game time decision. They work him out, and then at 7:08 Matt Cord's going to be announcing starting at center Joel Embiid.
So after General Hospital, you're telling me I should be looking for.
I think their team plane broke down on the way from D.C. They had to scramble and get in a bus. Apparently, they didn't get in until 6 a.m.
Right, it's not good.
I think that kind of threw the day off kilter a little bit. Whatever. I think he plays.
Beers without Bob tonight.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Well, you have a good reason.
Why are you being a family man?
Yeah, Bob, why do you care about your family, Bob?
What's wrong with you?
Aren't we your family?
Yes.
Aren't we enough?
It's bad on me. I will, in honor of Beers with Bob, that'll be 6 to 7 tonight with Devon.
Beers without Bob tonight.
Andrew Salchunas. I will have a beer in my hand at 6 o'clock. I will make that promise.
Bob, this is good.
Before.
This is good on you tonight. This is where you should be. You should be.
Yeah.
It's your daughter's prom night.
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't be with beers with,
Please send us a picture of you, hopefully with resting Bob face in the photo.
Nah. So
don't do that photo either.
My wife sends me a picture of our daughter Jenna going to school because they have an award ceremony this morning for the seniors.
My mortal
enemy.
Then
they have graduation practice.
She looks beautiful.
She hates you. So I said, Donna. I just called Donna. And she says, "Yeah, I'm watching the stream of the awards." And I said, "Oh, did she win anything?" And Donna literally laughed out loud.
Oh my gosh!
Well, it's for academics.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, you're saying it, not us.
Oh, I mean it.
She could have best spirit award.
She won best. Wait, she won class couple.
Oh, there you go.
Well, she and Shane. And
I was going to say.
She also won person who least changed in 4 years. And I did. I put up her freshman picture to her senior picture.
She looks the same.
She hasn't changed.
Really?
It's amazing. She's just like her dad.
By the way, though, I really like the. I think there's more to that award, though. Least
what, class couple?
No, least change.
I think it speaks to her maturity.
It speaks to her maturity. It speaks to her consistency. It speaks to the way people look at her. That she's not she's the person that she is. She's her father. She's got a lot of. I don't know Donna, but she's her father in very much. Bob is the same.
Yeah, she doesn't leave anything up for questioning.
I love that.
Let's put it that way.
Love it.
When she has a problem with somebody, they and the rest of the world pretty much knows it.
Well, I found out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should know, Jamie. She hates you.
I'll knock her out again.
You two have had a feud, I take it.
Yeah, I knocked her out of the Sixers knockout tournament a few years back, and I'd do it again.
So you would?
Hey, I got to teach her the hard lessons. If Uncle Jamie's got to step in and do it.
Were you throwing elbows?
There might have been some smack talk in her ear as she was shooting.
She was like 12 at the time.
And so he still has a.
You got to learn lessons in life.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
The crying on the way home, is something I don't think I'll ever get over, but that's all right.
Pat, you know a little bit about this feud?
I know Jamie. Jamie's somebody you don't want to be in front of at Knockout because he is very good at it.
Okay.
He's a deadly shooter.
Except I haven't won. So I finished twice, 3 times.
So
this is the Papa shot.
Well, here's the problem.
Right?
Jamie's good.
It's a free throw line.
Right.
The key is getting a rebound in control. When you get the one that goes far, you're toast.
The problem is Jamie's not exactly fleet of foot anymore. So he gets to the bottom two, and he ends up losing.
I did lose my shoe one year. That hurt me.
I put this on Jenna. Jenna didn't do the scouting that she needed to do in order to succeed.
She took me for granted. She thought, oh, I'll just get in front of this guy. Yeah,
could be.
I swear to God, I'm going to come in there and kill you.
Do it, coward.
Ever.
Do it. It'll be good for the show.
Hey, dinner time is twice as rewarding after 4 p.m. at Wawa. So, wait a minute. General Hospital ends.
Joel Embiid news.
Go to Wawa because it's dinner time at Wawa and Joel Embiid news is what you're telling me.
There you go. Your night's set.
The Wawa Rewards members earn 2 times the rewards now through June 30th. Join today. Sounds like it's going to be a great, great time there. So you can check that one out. Bob Cooney thinks in Cooney's Corner, load management. Be all ears for this one, kids.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Done with it. History, forget about it. I am done with load management. Yes, is there a science to it? Well, great science. A guy doesn't get hurt if you sit him, as opposed to the chance of getting hurt if you play him. Wow. Are you paying a team to come up with that solution? All right, if he doesn't play, he has less of a chance of getting hurt than if he does play. Okay, there's your sports science right there. It doesn't come into play. Look at all of the injuries in the NBA during this playoff run. Chris Paul, and I'm just talking stars. You almost had me there, Jamie. Anthony Davis, now Joel Embiid. Look at all these guys that are getting. You get hurt when you get hurt. That's all. You're not going to manage anything stopping an injury happening when it happens to you in a game. Load management, I'm sorry, doesn't appear to be working all that well right now. I'd rather get a guy used to playing 80 games a season and used to playing through these little nicks and injuries as opposed to always erring on the side of caution. I'm done with it. I just am, and I don't want to sound like show me. LeBron James hardly ever misses games. He missed some this year. He's 36 years old. He doesn't miss games.
Slacker LeBron.
Because he's gotten himself to the mentality of, I'm here to play 82 games and then a 20-game playoff run. And then if there's Olympics, I'll play them too. And then I'll come back in 2 months and I'll do it all over again. I think we need more mentality like that. And then maybe the injuries would start to subside a little bit.
Load management is a bunch of crap.
Well,
and it's more importantly, Jamie, it's not science. And we've had numerous doctors that have checked in with us. There is no science to load management. It is just an opinion that somebody says, the less you play, the better you are.
I don't think you can paint with a broad brushstroke with this because I think it's an individualized thing. Like Kawhi Leonard, prior to Embiid, was the poster boy for it because he has a possible degenerative, I believe, hip issue or quad, whatever it is, something in that region that they've determined this is the best way to handle him. With somebody like Joel Embiid and his injury history, if he has a bone bruise or something, I'm not opposed to sitting him out. I don't think they need to play. I don't think Joel Embiid needs to play back-to-back games for the most part.
I think it's crazy town.
Like you said, because what you said earlier, if Joel Embiid is hurt, this is all for naught. Like, there's no point.
But it doesn't. The thing is, there is no science to this.
But why stress it if you don't? Like, you're a good enough team. You can beat a Cleveland Cavaliers without him. You can beat a New York Knicks without him. You can beat a lot of NBA teams without him. So why push it?
Because it's sports, and that's always sports.
Yeah, but he's a unique case, just like Kawhi Leonard.
They created it. Like the other night,
they didn't create his injuries.
But they weren't prevented from load management.
Right, exactly. Load management.
Well, sure, but now load management exists because of his injury history.
But it's not preventing moving forward either.
Anything.
Sure, it's never going to prevent all injuries.
Well, then why do it?
Because you're trying to preserve him for 10 to 11, 12 years. You can't burn his candle out
No,
in year 5.
You have to go for championships when you have a window to win a championship.
And they will for the next 4 years.
You're hoping. You're wishing and hoping.
As long as he's healthy, they will.
He hasn't even gotten through a playoff series yet.
I hear you.
This is game 4. He couldn't finish a 4-game series.
I think in general, load management is kind of crap, but I think for individualized people, if it makes sense, it makes sense. And I think Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard are two guys that make sense for.
Now, I'm just at a frustration point with it.
Totally.
And I'm not putting the broad stroke. It's all, whatever. I understand what you're saying.
Like somebody like Dame Lillard never needs to do it.
Like, it's not working. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it work.
So then why give him 10 more games where he could possibly get hurt?
Because
he's getting hurt anyway.
He's getting hurt when he plays in the, in the 10 less games.
The attempt is to keep him healthy for a decade.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think what you guys are saying doesn't make any sense.
10 years from now, the Sixers, Jamie, if they go to the finals 3 times and win 2 championships or win 1 championship, go to the finals 3 times in the next 5-6 years. Who gives a flip about 10 years from now?
Well, let me ask you this.
You got to go for it when you got it. Because, by the way, Ben's got what? You said 4 more years?
I think he's
4 more years.
4, yeah.
Okay. You got to do it now.
Sure. But here's my question to you. Will there ever be load management in the playoffs? No.
Well, I don't know.
So that's all that ultimately matters.
I don't know what happened the other night.
Let me go against your argument. So if now you have to get used to playing every other day and your body's not used to it.
But it's never every other day. Or it's never a back-to-back.
No,
because
it's not back-to-back.
Well, in the playoffs.
Right.
But during a season, I mean, you're probably not playing every other day an awful lot. So now your body's not used to it, and it's being thrust doing into the playoffs. Maybe that's what leads to a Joel Embiid getting hurt because his body's doing something it's not used to. I'm just making the argument again because I'm so aggravated.
You play minimum 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much every other day.
But your body's also telling you do it one more time and you'll have the next 3 games off.
Okay. I'd rather
don't get it.
He's in bubble wrap to me.
And that is just so dumb. It's not working.
I don't think it's dumb.
It's not working.
But it could be. I don't have the data to prove to you that if he played 82 games, he's not hurt more frequently.
It is not
because it doesn't happen.
Because he can't stay.
That's a good point.
He can't stay healthy even in normal situations.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make sense because.
So why overtax him?
Because you're not overtaxing him. They're not working him up. Plus, in his head, they've created this. I feel something's not 100% right. Shut me down.
I agree with that to a degree.
And that's not good.
But come playoff time, he's going to play every game.
No, he doesn't.
There's no load management in the playoffs.
No,
and to Bob's point, maybe that's true, but there's no load management in the playoffs.
He might have a tummy ache next series.
I wouldn't want to play with diarrhea in white shorts either.
He might have to do that, too. A tummy ache may keep him out. Are you serious?
Yeah, I think it makes total sense with him.
I'm talking about the tummy ache.
The diarrhea? I mean, if he was violent, he was apparently pretty sick 2 years ago, from what I've been told, and some back channel checking. He was very sick, but it was because of his own doing, where he was out late the night before and out to dinner.
You never know.
But that's youth in the NBA. They got to learn.
He should have load managed that night.
He should have.
Exactly.
Yeah, I really am. I'm making this argument out of frustration.
Sure,
I'm not stupid enough to realize that that's not what I'm doing, but. I really need to see some. Is the benefits what? Like, you didn't get benefits this year because he's not healthy in the playoffs.
There's no benefits.
Boom, there it is.
But that happened in the playoffs.
Okay,
it didn't happen in the second to last week of the season.
It doesn't. But
so now we're quantifying when the injuries.
Because it doesn't matter.
But there's never going to be load management in the playoffs. Is my point.
It's not making him healthier.
All it's about is getting to the playoffs. That's all that matters.
Hey, Chuck in North Carolina joins us with some inside skinny here in the Fanatic. Chuck, what did you witness that still scars you today?
Well, I'll tell you right now, there was a lot of smack talking. I was waiting in line.
Tell them what did you witness? They're trying to figure out what did you witness.
Well, I didn't exactly witness Jamie shove it down her throat, but I did witness him beat her. I didn't witness any smack talking. But what I'm trying to say is there was lots of smack talking at this thing. I mean, it was like college tryouts there. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I thought people were going to try out for the team. They were so serious. And Jamie had it in his eye. I saw him. I mean, I shook his hand and I felt it. You know, I was like,
Chuck, you felt Jamie was going after Bob's daughter, trying to eliminate her from this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Not caring about her psychological well-being.
You know what? His palms were extremely sweaty. I can now recall that he was.
Wow.
It was, yeah, but as a witness, you're new to the area and stuff.
I missed that one.
And I was there, and I'll tell you right now, I got those tickets thanks to 97.5 The Fanatic. If you do call in, you can win tickets to the game. So it is possible.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sixers. You guys are putting on a great show. Let's go, Ben. I would really like to see Ben get another 15-15-6. I
would be fine with that. Yeah, I love that. I love it. Thank you, Chuck.
I mean, would Jenna rather be knocked out by me, who knows her and cares about her, or some stranger?
You didn't care
stranger.
That much, did you?
I was teaching her a lesson.
Stranger.
Nah.
I would rather lose Saturday morning. I'm playing golf with cousin Matt, so going to play golf. I would rather lose, like if you're playing on the golf course. I would rather give $5 losing your bets during the round. I'd rather give $5 to the guy that came and joined my group that I had no idea who he was the day before than if Doc came and golfed with us. And I had to give $5 to my brother.
Yeah.
I would rather give $5 to a complete stranger.
He'd rather get $5 from you than the stranger.
I do not want to pay $5 to Doc at the end of a golf round. Your best, you don't want to lose to your friends or your brother.
Well, we're enemies. I had to teach her a lesson.
Oh, there you go.
She chose us to be enemies.
You are now. That's funny you bring that up, because yesterday I was asked to play in a member guest. One of my friends asked me to play. And I started thinking about it. He's like, yeah, we can take the flight this year and this. I'm a competitive person. Like, I don't like to lose anything. But when it comes to golf, I really have trouble turning on the competitive juices. Like, it's match play.
Me too.
It's serious, to win flight. I really
they play
just have fun.
They play this game. Doc was talking the other day about him and his buddies. They were on their golf trip, and they play a game where it has a name to it. Like, let's say it's skunk, and everybody puts in like $5 in the foursome. So there's $20 sitting there, and you flip a coin, you figure out which one of you throw a tee, who has the skunk first. You've got to do that if you 3-putt.
Oh, yeah, I've played this.
You pick up the skunk.
Is it called snake or something?
Well, no, you pick up the skunk if you 3-putt.
Yeah.
And then until someone else 3-putts, you're holding it. So, like, you owe the $20 or something like that. So it's constantly like a grenade in your hand. Like you're trying to pass it around.
Well, you hold it. And if you 3-putt, you have to give it up. If you don't 3-putt, you keep it. That's the way we played it. So if I 2-putt, I keep it. Once I 3-putt, then it goes, like, say to you.
I like this.
Yeah, we did that before. And one time I played it, the first time I played it, it really made me concentrate on my putting, and I putted a lot better.
I don't want to ever lose. I would not want to lose to one of my buddies than lose to a total stranger. Total stranger, I'd open up the wallet, be like, here, take your $8. Take
exactly.
Your $10.
You want to beat your buddies more than a rando.
Your buddies would break my heart.
Well, Jenna was a buddy of mine, and I took her down.
Was, keyword.
Well, that's her choice, not mine.
Does she hold a good grudge?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love her. I love her already. Love her already.
Yeah.
I like match play better on the golf course, where playing match play with somebody where each hole matters. To me is much better, because I am invariably going to have 3 or 4 holes where I blow up.
I have my blow up holes. Probably 3.
But I'm also going to have a bunch that I play very efficiently.
Sure.
So I want to play match play every time. Stroke play, it's going to screw me up. Screw me over. You can take it. Can't wait, though. So you played the course where I'm playing Saturday without giving it away. You played the course.
Yeah, I did. It's a nice course. Yeah,
it's good. So
yeah.
There you go. So you'll be at a wedding.
Yeah, I'll be.
You'll be at a wedding in the Hamptons.
It's just short of the Hamptons.
Love it.
North Fork. It's at the fork in the road of Long Island. There.
Isn't that where the Ewings lived on Dallas? I think it was. It's going to be. Yes, Jamie's going to be at a wedding in the Hamptons.
We're doing a little vineyard tour on Saturday.
Oh, of course you are.
Because it's a Friday wedding, so Saturday's
of course you are.
Just a party day.
It's his vineyard.
He says it's a tour of a vineyard. He's trying to buy it.
It's his vineyard. All right, we have a new item, by the way. A new auction item that is going to go up here at 9:30. Dinner for 4 with former Phillies players Mickey Morandini and Tommy Green.
How about that?
At Fogo de Chão in the Brazilian Steakhouse in King of Prussia.
Oh, hell yeah.
Transportation is not included. So you and a buddy go to dinner with Mickey Morandini and Tommy Green.
Those guys, I would imagine, have some stories.
I think it's going to be fun. It's
worth it just for the food.
It's fantastic.
Food's amazing there.
Oh my gosh!
Just keep that green light lit.
Yes, keep the flipped over.
That's right.
Okay, we got to do this soon.
Yeah,
we got to do that. That is absolutely awesome. So that is hitting the books at 9:30. The first bids will be open up for that. You'll have a chance to bid on that throughout the weekend. So get in on that. That is going to be awesome. Dinner with some Phillies to tell you the stories of Mickey Morandini, which I'm sure he has heard his name.
You are the man.
He has heard his name described. Whether it's Dan Baker's call, second baseman Mickey Morandini, or he's heard the Harry Callis his entire life. So you want to get in on that? It all benefits the American Association for Cancer Research. So get on in, and we appreciate you there. All right, we got a couple other questions that we'll get to, including what does the rest of the field potentially in the way of your Sixers look like? We'll get to that next. John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Let's do this right now. Let's get in on the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Let's take advantage of a $500 risk-free bet for you new customers. Download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC. You're absolutely going to love it. How about watching baseball? Day game. Bet innings. Bet individual player performances like hits, home runs, player strikeouts. You can do these things with the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC. You can take advantage of some great stuff right now. How about this right now? Bet $100 on Philly and over 9 runs, you could win $235. How about that one for you? You bet 106 to win 100 today on the Phillies. The Clippers, a 7-point favorite hosting Dallas. Utah, a 9.5-point favorite hosting Memphis. And the Knicks, a 1.5-point favorite hosting Atlanta. Right now, 6 points for your Sixers. That's where that line's sitting at. Go to parkscasino.com. You're going to love it. Get that app. You must be 21 in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
I am so excited I can't stand it.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Free ball by Curry's in here, and that's good. An onslaught by the Sixers.
The Sixers look to close out the series against the Wizards. It's round 1, game 5, tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Refresh your summer at Wawa. Beat the heat with our handcrafted smoothies and refreshers. Our refreshers are handcrafted with 100% real fruit juice and green tea for a rejuvenating burst of energy. Try our delicious flavors like mango passion fruit or strawberry dragon fruit refreshers and a mixed berry or strawberry banana smoothie, crafted to keep you cool. So refresh your summer with our handcrafted refreshers and smoothies. Made fresh your way at Wawa. Summer is here, and Wawa's Blueberry Cobbler Coffee is back for a limited time. Enjoy notes of blueberry, buttery brown crumble, and fragrant vanilla flavors in every sip. Stop in to try this perfect summer cup, or you can use the Wawa app to order ahead or get it delivered. Make your morning even brighter with a cup of freshly brewed Blueberry Cobbler Coffee. Back for a limited time. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hi, I'm calling to schedule a shipment.
Indeed knows unexpected employee turnover can turn your business upside down.
Last pickup is at 7? Team, we gotta hustle.
Like at Sumita's online chai company, to avoid back orders, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
So you think you have unlimited data?
Recalculating.
Think again. If you're on a network you can't trust, then your data is limited, and so are you. Get unlimited and save with Total Wireless. Get 4 lines with unlimited data on 5G from the network more Americans depend on, with 100 gigabytes at high speed than 2G for just $25 a month per line.
You have arrived at your destination.
Total Wireless. Do amazing. Available at authorized dealers. 5G capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at TotalWireless.com.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late, and that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sheila, we need to set up Johnson's quarterly review.
Janowski Investments keeps portfolios profitable, but a double client base calls for double the advisors.
Hello. Hi, Janet. I'm so sorry. Pulling up your portfolio right now. Give me a sec.
Indeed can help them hire the people they need.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you. So you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, my shipments have to get to customers on time and looking good.
It's possible with Staples Connect. Staples Connect has small business shipping covered with premium shipping supplies, custom labels, and UPS shipping services. And now, buy two, get one free on decorative shipping supplies. Plus, get 20% off UPS Express shipping services. Explore what's new at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N73, visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
Goodyear knows the importance of keeping momentum as you head down the stretch. Momentum starts with movement. It's pulled from the air like a contested rebound. Momentum builds with steals and fast breaks, and is proven by deep threes as the shot clock expires. Momentum is how we change the game. And now it's time to discover where it can take us. Goodyear, more driven.
Start your morning fresh with Wendy's $3 Classic Breakfast Deal. Choose between a classic sausage, egg, and cheese or classic bacon, egg, and cheese. Then pair that breakfast sandwich with a small seasoned potatoes for just $3. So ditch the pre-made and start your day with made to order. Choose Wendy's and start fresh with a $3 Classic Breakfast Deal. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. No substitutions.
Who doesn't want instant gratification? If you're looking for satisfaction, there's no need to wait. With Credit Karma Money, you could win cash reimbursements for debit card purchases. Credit Karma Money is a brand new checking account where you can win daily instant Karma purchase reimbursements on items up to $5,000. Just go to creditkarma.com/winmoney to sign up for free and start winning instant Karma. That's creditkarma.com/winmoney. Instant Karma is sponsored by Credit Karma. Banking services provided by MBB Bank Incorporated. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000. Plus, get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook, enjoy $2 Miller Lights, and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 975thefanatic.com for details. Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the only place you want to hang out in the mornings as your Sixers make a run at a championship.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for hanging out with the John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic. Make sure you put your deposit down now at phillysportstrips.com so you can join us in Vegas in October for the ultimate Birds away game trip. That's phillysportstrips.com. And these aftercuts Gentleman says he goes. I just checking an email here from Darren. Darren says, John, the way you talk about Steven Nelson, it's as if he would push the Eagles over the top. I said to him, I don't know what radio show you were listening to. We talked about Steven. I'm like, I do not want to pay Steven Nelson $4 million. He made $7.5 last year. I don't want to pay him $4.5.
So
I don't want to pay him $4. I don't want him that badly. $3 million, you saying?
But
something low? Sure, maybe real low.
But what do you care about their money?
Because it's a salary cap league.
Yeah, sure, but it could be wasted if they don't use it.
No, they don't waste it. They can carry it over to next year.
Oh, whoopee.
They can use it.
They have a ton of money coming off the books next year.
They can use it, and you can always use more. Yeah. They can use it in re-upping one of your own players. Yeah. So you have flexibility to be able to sign
always
contracts.
Ways to do workout
You can also go and find players when they become available later on. You have salary cap flexibility, so you're not bumped up against the cap, so you have room. Should you, let's say this team competes.
$4 million to me, isn't it, like...
For him?
For rollover money, like... Yeah, you can make up $4 million by restructuring, giving some workout bonuses, doing this.
Supposedly seeking here. So this is one of the Pittsburgh radio station. The guy who does their
idiots sports radio.
The guy who does their Steelers thing. Reportedly seeking $4 to $4.5 million a year. The Steelers said, "Get back to us if the price drops."
Sure. So if I'm the Eagles, I go 3.75 deal.
No, but they don't want to pay him 4 to 4.5. So they're telling him, the Steelers say, we'd take you back.
Yeah.
But we'll take you back at a much lower number. So if you call us back if you can't find your 4 and a 4.5.
That's music to my ears. 1 year, $4 million. Steven, let's see what you got.
So they have to pay the rookies still too, right?
Yes,
correct.
But they'll be able to do that, yeah.
They have that flexibility now.
With
but
the
it's
$4 million. Oh, they have that flexibility now?
No.
They're right up against it.
No, that helped. Getting the $4 million allowed them to say, we've got the money to be able to think.
You can't pay Nelson $4 million.
They have flexibility. $4 million they can afford.
No, they'd have to maneuver more. It says to sign him for $4 million, they'd have to maneuver more with the cap because they have to sign their
$4 million in the NFL.
Why are you doing maneuvering though to bring in Steven Nelson?
To not watch Avonte Maddox struggle for an entire year on the outside again. I mean,
see, you're
not winning a Super Bowl, but that doesn't mean I want to see Drek out there every week.
Oh, you're going to see a lot of 48-30 games.
And guess what? I will be totally entertained if I know that those draft picks are going to be in a prime position, including their own.
You're happy.
I'll be fine because I'm not expecting anything, and more importantly, I want to see the building fixed. It's one of the reasons why, like one of my buddies the other day was going, man, why would you go through the process of building a new house? You could already be into a house. And I'm like, because I said the minute that they start taking down walls on a 40-year-old house, a 30-year-old house, or whatever it is, they're going to find problems. When they tear open the walls, tear open the floors, the plumbing's bad, this is bad, stuff you can't see.
Thanks for telling me that now, John.
No, it's the truth. So I said, I don't want to deal with that because I'm not equipped.
But there's no bad one-year deals.
I think there can be.
I
think there can be because you're not looking to. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. As far as I would rather see them have young free agents, young undrafted players have a chance than go see them playing that.
I mean, Steven Nelson's 28 years old. If you give him a 1 year deal and he looks like okay, then maybe you offer him a 2 year deal in the next offseason. Maybe you got a guy for 2 to 3 years while you develop some young guys.
I've already watched 2 teams in the NFL say we're okay without you. He's had a 5-year career.
Yeah.
And 2 teams have already said, we're okay without you.
That doesn't go in.
So in the prime of his life, 2 teams have said, yeah, we're fine with that.
Yeah, but I'm not telling you he's going to be an all-pro. He's just going to be better than what you got.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
And for $4 million,
see, I'm looking at this. And there's nothing wrong with what you're saying. It's just I'm approaching this season differently.
Yeah, I just don't want to see
I don't want to be bumped up against the cap with a crappy team.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a little flexibility.
But I also see Jamie Lay, if you can get him, say, maybe if it's not Nelson, maybe it's somebody in general for $3 million, and you give him a 1 year deal.
No, $3 million, I'm in.
Or 3 or 4 million. All right, I'll just to go to Jamie. Then 3 or 4 million, whatever. And the guy comes in, and maybe he's a vagabond a little bit, but he comes in here and he's really good. You're like, whoa, because we've seen that happen.
Sure, we have.
Patrick Robinson.
Yeah,
he almost got cut in training camp.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and then maybe you say, oh wow, 28-year-old who's looks really good. Maybe we can keep him for a couple of years.
Or maybe Gannon gets something out of him that somebody else.
Maybe he fits Gannon's system perfectly.
Could be.
Yeah. So but you're both have good arguments.
I'm all in blood for the horrible year.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just to see, because I want this building fixed.
I just
the
don't.
structure is not it's like the Phillies. I want to see the Phillies get fixed.
I also
want
don't
to
think the
see
structure
Eagles
is
get
as
fixed.
bad as a lot of people do. It's not great, but it's. I don't think it's horrendous per se.
It is the worst preseason projection for a Eagles team by the Vegas since '99.
Sure, and a lot of the majority of that, I believe, has to do with poor cornerback play and an unknown quarterback,
A coach they don't believe in.
He's an unproven commodity.
Yeah. You know that Vegas is saying we're not believing in him yet. And again, he's unproven. He may end up being. Look, I raised my hand. Doug Peterson. I said, really?
All right.
Doug Peterson's the guy? That's who you're going with?
No.
Now, Chip Kelly, I was absolutely right on. That's when you get the blind squirrel.
Yeah.
Finding a nut on that one. But even he won for 2 years.
He did.
He won for 2 years
he
till he
did.
alienated everybody in the building. But, hey, where are you going to be tonight, Jamie?
Tyrone Johnson and
Tyrone.
myself will be down at Rivers Casino for the Sixers official 97.5 The Fanatic watch party. $2 beers, 50-foot, 6-foot LED screen. All the games will be on. Phillies will be on. Like, everything's on. It's awesome down there. So come hang out with us, and we'll be giving away some great prizes.
I like Anton on our YouTube channel. He says, Jamie has a huge head and tons of cap space.
Get it, Jamie?
Cap
Like,
space?
'cause your head's so big,
It's
your
cap space.
Big to fit my big brain.
That's
Thank
what
you,
he's saying.
Anton.
Cap
Yeah,
space.
I agree.
love that logo, by the way, on that hat.
This was where the Michael Barkan outing was.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, French Creek.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Gotta love
Did you buy a hat there?
I did.
Beautiful.
Anytime
I
I
bought-
see the Imperial hats, I'm a sucker.
I bought Jamie a hat once. Did I ever tell you that, Johnny?
No.
Never worn it. Yeah. Got him a
Really?
hat. Went down south. Thought I'd do a solid for my brother in arms, and never worn it.
Never worn it.
I've worn it around the house.
No, I don't believe you.
Okay.
All right. That's awkward.
Yeah.
It's like I've got one for you here. Is that we had a gift re-gifted to us.
Oh, what was the gift? Let's see if it's re-giftable worthy.
It was one of those. I don't know what you even call them. The kitchen. They sit on the counter and they chop
Toaster?
stuff. They chop stuff.
Oh,
Flat
the
chop. No. This was a good one. It's
like a Cuisinart.
Like a Cuisinart.
Chop John.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was like one that's a smaller one.
Are you positive it was regifted, or did the
Absolutely.
couple like it so much that they bought it as a gift for other people?
No, it was a gift that was on a registry. We bought it for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a party, and it wasn't a housewarming or anything because we were not like, don't bring gifts, don't bring anything.
Yeah.
And then we got a gift back.
From them.
Yes.
Same gift. Wow.
But they wouldn't have registered for it if they didn't want it. So maybe they liked it so much that they got it for you.
It looked like the
They
same
registered
box.
for
I
it.
think
so that
was
means
the same box. I think
Well,
it's
they're all the
one.
same box.
I think it's the same one.
I don't think you can prove this in a court of law, John.
I don't think you could.
I don't think you could in a court of law, but
When you tell people no gifts too, doesn't it bother you when someone brings
Yes.
gifts? Like you're like, now look, if somebody brings a bottle of wine or something.
Yeah,
that's
I was
fine.
going to say
That's
alcohol
fine.
is always
But
welcome.
don't, like, the gift thing.
Yeah.
Because then other people feel bad that, like, wait a minute.
I'm on this other couple's side. I think they registered for it and they loved your gift so much that they give it to others. now.
you
there
just
we
want to
go.
go against John.
No, I
There we
think
go.
you register for something you want it.
Obviously not.
I think that's the
You
whole
think
point
they
of registering for it.
Do you register for a second marriage?
Some people might.
Creep. Get away from me.
Yeah, we know somebody who, on a second marriage, did a wedding registry. I thought that was
No.
Oh, on the
You don't
second
do that.
marriage.
No.
second marriage. You do not go to a wedding
Who
registry.
did this?
Yeah, I
You've
don't
been
think
married,
you do.
Right? You don't
Yeah.
do that.
Who did this?
You don't want to know.
I need to know.
No, you wouldn't be. Pat, if
Why would Shaq do this?
Pat, if I told you though, but if I told you this person, like, I mean, it's not.
I'll tell you right
crazy
now.
for this
The
person.
only way I'm changing my opinion on this is
if you
it's
tell us
if it's
who
a
it is.
Chuck D'Amico
you
or
don't
Joe
know,
Bell.
You don't know the person.
Other than
Exactly. Do you register? Do you have a gift registry for your third kid?
No, baby showers are done after one.
What is a gift registry?
A baby shower.
No, but Bob's saying it too because it's the same thing.
You don't have a second baby shower.
I've heard of a wedding registry, and I didn't realize that people register for high school and college graduations, people put registries.
Wait a second. What?
It's where you go to a store and you walk around with you walk around with the little stinger thing.
Kind of makes sense for high school graduation in a weird way.
Really?
Because you need a lot of stuff going to college, and if you don't want excess crap gifts, you can say, hey, here's my college.
How about cash?
So, Bob,
cash is king. Cash always rules.
Uncle John gives cash.
You're always good. Cash is king.
Cash, right?
Game 5 tonight.
This game's 5.
Who do you put in Embiid's
We've already
spot,
Game 5. There's been no discussion. Everybody believes Game 5 is a foregone conclusion.
It is. It's done, John. You got to get there with us. Come over here. The water's warm.
Paul.
You're gonna like it. It's an easy win tonight,
If the
John.
water's warm over there, I'm thinking somebody's peeing in it on that side of the room.
Oh, yeah. When we get to pool, I'm getting that stuff because I don't trust Jamie at all.
That
so I'm
purple
getting
dye, you'll get that.
Yeah.
So I do not. I'm not as comfortable, but I was also, and I will just say, I was the only one who said we would have a Game 5.
No. I said this was a 5-game series.
No, on the other night. Before the weekend.
The other night. Well, Joel Embiid went. You're taking victory in somebody's injury.
You said sweep.
Before the series, I said 5.
Anybody scare you on the horizon, other than we're talking about the Knicks and the Hawks, and we all sort of think that that's 5 or 6 at the most. Mm-hmm. Anybody else scaring you like Milwaukee scared me? Did the Nets scare you?
To my core. Do the Nets scare me?
Yes.
To my core.
Milwaukee scare you?
To
you
my
think they're
core.
Better? Okay, good.
Yes,
so,
both of them.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Not in the Eastern Conference, no.
I think the champ comes of those 3 teams.
Okay. Anyone in the West that you say, like the idea of LeBron James being out of this postseason?
They're toast.
Puts a complete smile on my face because of the respect I have for
It would
LeBron.
be his first ever first-round exit in the playoff history. That's incredible.
LeBron James is he's a freak of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I would so enjoy seeing him gone. But it's only because of the great respect I have for his talents as a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
I want him the hell out of this thing.
Yeah, Charles.
I don't want Anthony Davis coming back in the second round and them getting on a roll. Get LeBron James out of this party.
Sure.
Get him disinvited.
Yeah.
Because I will feel better about if I believe the Sixers can win something down the line to say, get out of there.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen him and Ben match up against each other, but I think they are toast too. You talk about what a freak he is. The other day I'm watching the game, he takes a baseline jumper that goes in, puts his head down, and sprints back on defense like he was racing himself. Yes. And so the camera goes, and I said, oh, man, I wonder who was leaking out that he was trying to catch up to. Nobody.
He was just going to.
He was just showing himself, all right, I need to sprint down there for some reason, because it's what the great ones do, and it's what I talked about to you before, John. It's the challenge within yourself, and that's what makes the great ones great. Yeah, he just beat somebody offensively, but now he had to prove to himself that he could full sprint and beat everybody down the floor after making a basket.
LeBron James is to me the epitome. I will always think that he's the guy in the modern era that set a standard of meeting these incredibly high expectations and then finding freakish ways to exceed them.
Yeah.
To push himself. He's never confident. He's never I'm okay.
No.
I got this. He's always got to go the extra mile. Unlike Jimmy Butler, he's a guy that when he tells you he's working hard, he freaking is.
I believe Jimmy's working hard. Just shut up about it.
He might not be working as hard as you think he is. He might not be. He might be.
Maybe, but I think he is a gym rat.
He might be all for the gram.
Nah, I think he's a gym rat. But LeBron is.
LeBron's
he's a freakazoid.
What I see is like I look at incredible skill set of James Harden with an incredible skill that scares the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Kyrie Irving as just his floor vision. Would that be the term? His floor vision, his ability to survey the floor and anticipate, one of the greatest I've ever seen.
He's one of the best ball handlers I've ever seen, and he's also one of the best finishers around the rim for somebody that doesn't dunk I've ever seen.
I also think he's mentally not always there focused.
Sure.
So I had a little deficient, but he's freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's a great player.
He's awesome to watch. And Durant, to me, I
think he's one of the best we'll ever see.
I marvel at Kevin Durant.
He's an offensive assassin.
He's he does it to you where you don't even realize it.
It's like the quiet
beats you.
murder.
Right. He bludgeons you to death in your sleep.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant. Oh, what is that stat line? You're like, wait a minute. Durant's got what?
Because there's such a calmness to his game. It's never too high, it's just steady, and he just steadily kills you.
It's like in Goodfellas where he says, you always hear the cops.
Yeah.
But if you're getting whacked, you don't hear a thing. Kevin Durant's, you don't hear a thing.
Yeah.
No, they are an incredible assembly of talent.
It's absurd.
I just wonder about...
Did you see Kyrie's quotes last night? We're uniting the world because everybody hates us and nobody wants to see us win. And I was like, yeah, kind of.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get three of the best players in the NBA.
Kyrie, for all his great talents, and he always has to... He's always going to have to create the melodrama in his head for whatever it is.
Yeah.
James Harden says about the presser. He goes, what did he say yesterday? I think we need to hold one of these fans. We need to make an example of one of these fans. And he literally is advocating that one of these fans, like the popcorn thrower or something, he says, we need to make an example of them.
Aren't they?
And I'm like, James Harden, that's not how our legal system works.
Well, legal charges are being brought up against the guy in Boston. They're getting lifetime bans.
We don't need to make an example.
I think the penalties are very fair and borderline harsh.
We made an example.
Not harsh.
They made an example of Michael Vick. They took charges that you and I, if we did the same thing that Michael Vick did, would never have seen federal prison. We never would have gone.
Sure.
They made an example of him. It's not how our legal system is supposed to work. It should not work that way. Look who's here, Cuz.
Good morning, my fellas.
How you doing, Cuz?
What's going on, boys?
We're ready for Game 5. Now, you are totally relaxed, right?
I'm all chill. Chill, baby, chill.
You're all chill on this one?
I am. Again.
Nothing to worry about?
Nope. Nothing.
No.
Not at all.
If Joel Embiid doesn't play tonight,
they're going to win.
No, I know that. But does that concern you about his health?
No.
Okay?
No. I hear he's fine. It's all precautionary. Remember, these players have their own camps.
Okay.
They got their own people.
They're private coaches, private nutritionists.
Right. You got a camp of
and
people.
The teams hate them.
Well, because
they hate them.
Because you got to get anything done with the player, you got to go through the players' camps. Bob, you know all about this.
Yeah.
Like reworking somebody's shot.
Bob has a camp.
I have a
camp. You got to go through Donna. You got to go through Donna. Anything you want with Bob, you got to go through Donna.
Then I found out that Bob's camp and Jamie, they're at odds.
They're a little at odds.
I can't believe
Don't worry, I'll knock out Little Ant and Moss too.
And here's what I need to know,
dude. I already got Little Moss. I got a picture of you, right?
Training bag.
You know that? You know the dude, the guy you punched.
Yes.
What's his name?
Yeah, I saw your Instagram post of it.
So anyway, I got the bro's head on it.
What an honor.
Right? And I go, that's the dude that you're going to beat up someday. So just a matter. I think Moss could take you by age 11.
But you also believe that I'm certifiably a nutcase when you're listening to the show on the way in.
Yeah, you're insane.
So there you go. See, you think I'm insane too?
Yeah, you're insane.
So I mean, so mine's just insanity.
Yes, you're
okay.
You have a different issue when it comes to you're not.
I'm
all
Sheldon.
Look at the industry we chose. We're all nuts.
Yes.
I love how he brags that he's Sheldon.
No, that's what I've been told forever. I've been told
he's
that.
the most hated character on TV ever.
No,
Go ahead,
not.
Ann.
No, you are. You're Sheldon.
I'm Sheldon Cooper.
You are definitely.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's the way it works.
That's
Bob,
why
of course, is human.
I look at Bob. I go, a rock right there. a rock of stability, of normalcy.
Bob's
not normal.
Bob is not normal.
He is not normal.
Don't do that.
Listen, he's as normal as he.
Have you ever seen him eat a Snickers?
Listen,
it's not normal.
He's a serial killer.
Listen, He's not. He's right. Everything about
Bob eats Snickers like a serial killer.
Bob's Plymouth Rock. You're
Plymouth Rock.
Hey, I love, but you're
just nuts.
You're just you.
We're having a great time.
Cuz Radio is going to be fun today. Be sure to check out the 97.5 The Fanatic. Go check out our auction items in the inaugural John Kincade Show Mentorship and Experience Auction. You've got Top Golf with Tyrone Johnson, the Ultimate Day at the Philadelphia Union, and now, too, you can go to Fogo de Show with Mickey Morandini and Tommy Green. You can also go to hang out and have a great, great time with your high school. Matty Cord announcing the players.
Come on, LaSalle alum. Get this price up and get Matty Cord in the gym.
It's going to be awesome. Check it out. We will be back tomorrow. It'll be a relative post-game show celebrating a Game 5 victory tonight, or else. Hey, remember to support life-saving cancer research. Join our crew and our generous partners, Window Nation, in making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today at 975thefanatic.com/AACR. Cancer research saves lives. Tomorrow we party. We got Wendy's, we got Game Time, and more. John Kincade Show, Cuz Radio throws it your way next.
In on the funk, I'm out on the stank.
The John Kincade Show.
Say it. I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
This has only just begun.
Join Tyrone Johnson and Jamie Lynch tonight for Game 5 of the playoffs at 97.5 The Fanatic's watch party at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. And you are so there. Catch all the action from the comfort of the Bet Rivers Sportsbook and win great prizes. Visit the events page on 975thefanatic.com for details. Understood. Rivers Casino, Philadelphia, the official home game headquarters for 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff action. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There is so much fun to be had on the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Daily baseball action, playoff time for pro hoops and hockey. Bet innings, bet individual player performances like hits, home runs, and strikeouts. Check out same-game parlays on baseball, like your team plus the over-under total on runs scored. Bet on pro hoops, players, points, rebounds, and assists. You don't have to bet on a team to win. New customers sign up